Cowboys. Bam, I'm sorry, I'm late. I can't even. I was not about to go to bed without doing this. No way, no how. No, 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 no. Got to do it, got to do it, got to do it. Because it's trash talking time. Hey, what were we just talking about the other day? What were we just talking about the other day? I said the ideal situation to bring unhappiness that I've never known in my entire life. I know, right? Ronbo, football is it? No, but it's a big part of it. To line up the NFC West and kill it all. To have the fun of sweeping them and then get one of them to show up in the playoffs. Bam! Get out of here. And then the Cowboys are laying there next. And somebody said earlier, what we said the other day? Somebody said, and then you get the Cowboys and you get the Giants. We got history with both of them. We got a traditional history with them. Cowboys and Giants. And then we got a modern day history with those people in Kansas City. And they show up in Kansas. It's too much to ask for. Getting past the Cowboys, I really don't see how the 49ers. I was just, and it gets, is this a dream come true? Is this fairy tale ending going to happen? Because it's trash talking time right now, fam. Niners versus Cowboys rhetoric is underway. Oh, it's in spades, it's in capitals, it's in brackets, in parentheses. It's just going on and on. Now, one thing that can be anticipated is opposing teams saying nothing but nice things about each other. As Kyle Shanahan did today, made me so mad. As a guy, I wish I could get up there and talk for a minute. Barack Obama was always so calm and everything. He always had to have a Key and Peele. I think it was remember the dude he had up there to talk crazy for him? That's what Kyle needs. Kyle, let me get up there and talk to you. What he's saying is the Cowboys ain't they're not a bit better than they were last year. And Dak Prescott is out there looking like he's a rookie. I'll beat his ass. They throw me out, but I get it out. But we know nobody's going to throw locker room pinup statements out there for teams to feed on before the game. But what was Kyle really thinking? I get the feeling that Kyle sometimes he's cloaking things, don't you know? And he should. He's been in the NFL for how long? So when you get up in front of the microphone, you know how to act. You got etiquette. You know how to do. You know how you got to play the game. The game within the game. What do you think of the Niners' brilliant coach was thinking, though, fam? Because after I was watching the Cowboys steamroll Tom Brady like everybody else, and the Tampa Bay Bucks, that was just ridiculous. People already said, yeah, the Cowboys ran Tom Brady out the God. The Cowboys ran Tom Brady out of the NFL. I really wish I could get into that argument. I see that on television. Guys, Tom Brady's seen a lot's better than what he saw. That's not true. Why are you saying? No, he didn't. They did not. God. But, man, what were you thinking for that matter? And tonight, go to the phones for some pre-game playoff bravado regarding the Niners versus Cowboys. There are no holes barred tonight, by the way. If you're a Cowboy fan, and I suspect that you guys will probably start showing up around here, be warned. You can come in. You're welcome. But what's going to happen in the chat, I'm telling you, it's probably not going to be pleasant. But go ahead. Come on in. We like it, actually. Let your feelings flow tonight. Oh, by the way, really quick, some fans wonder what draft picks the 49ers currently own in this upcoming draft, right? And people have been talking about it for a week. We ain't got but 4 or 5 picks now. Let's get all pumped up about that right now. Yes, we are still without a first-round pick due to the trade in 2021 to select Trey Lance. And in October, Niners sent a package of draft picks, including second, third, and fourth rounders this year to the Panthers for running back Christian McCaffrey. That is the best damn deal they've made. I'm trying to remember. No, Emmanuel Sanders is not this. He was a good deal, but nothing like this. Christian McCaffrey's coming in and changed that entire offense. Now, I know we were good before, but now they're just obscenely ridiculous. I mean, come on. It's almost unfair. You got all that and you add Christian McCaffrey to it? and he's just on fire. Good luck, Cowboys. Ooh, I've never been so cocky confident in my life. Well, there was days gone by. We've had great 49 teams in the past, but this one is reminiscent of those days of total domination offensively. Kirsten McCaffrey fits this offense like a glove. So what's left? Quite a shockingly bit, it seems, when you factor the selections expected to be awarded for the players that had departed the 49ers last offseason. The non-compensatory picks the Niners don't include round 5. Round 5, Dolphins via Jeff Wilson Jr. trade. Round 7, Broncos via Jonas Griffin trade. I thought we got that last year. We're just not getting it. The compensatory picks the 49ers are expected to receive. And I'll add noting that the player that's if you try to say that word too fast, you can break a lip. Compensatory picks are based on over the cap's projections and should not be considered official. Not just yet. All right, round 3, Robert Saleh, Martin Mayhew, okay, head coach and GM hires. Round 3, Mike McDaniel, head coach hire. Round 3, Rand Carthon, GM hire. Round 5, D.J. Jones to the Broncos. We're going to get something for that. Round 6, Arden Keaton, Jaguars. I didn't even know he was going to be involved. We did have him for 2 years, though, didn't we? That's all you need. Round 7, Raheem Mostert to the Dolphins. Round 7, K'Wan Williams. I love it. I do. I truly do. What have I got here? Oh, there it is. Let me give you the whole thing, though. Future 49ers draft picks. Now, round 2, we own that one. Round 3, we own that one. I think we had round 2. Somebody said we don't have round 2. We do. Round 3, we own that. Round 3, comp for Saleh and Mayhew, as I just mentioned. Round 3, comp for McDaniel. Round 4, we own that one. And then number 5, projected comp for D.J. Jones. Round 6, projected comp for Arden. Round 7, round 7's an own pick. Jonas Griffin. Round 7, and projected comp for K'Wan Williams is that other round 7 pick. 49ers own all 7 of their original draft picks. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Rudy, I know. Rudy, are you watching? Yeah, Rudy, so that's how you run a club, man. So we got 11 picks, Rudy. See, when you get rid of people, they just keep on walking. You don't get a damn thing for them. You ain't got no draft picks. You ain't got no money. You guys are like street people now. Oh, I shouldn't talk about street people. That's a sad thing. You guys are like those. Let me think of something really. I'll think of something really bad for you guys in a minute. I'm not gonna pick on street people though. Boy, me and Rudy be going back and forth on Twitter, and I'm telling you, Rudy comes in throwing things at me now at random. Now that don't make no sense. He's dead meat. All his mercenaries left, took all their draft picks, took all their money, and left them. The Rams look like they're going to look bad for God knows how long. It could be over a decade. Ricky Rudy, now all we say is the same old sorry-ass Rams. You need to just be quiet. Shut up. I'm loving this time period. I'll never get over it. 2023. Oh, how I love you. Oh, my God. It just couldn't get any better. We got to win this week, though. You know what? I think I'll still be happy. Because I'll say to myself, you know what? The only reason we won, and there'll be a reason. We're not going to lose because of us, because we're too good for that. The Cowboys aren't as good as the 49ers. Get that. No, they're not. They're not. Let me just say a little bit. I want to lay a little praise on Brock Purdy before we get into this show. BP is a rookie. That boy is a rookie, okay? He has started just 6 NFL games and won every last one of them. Every damn last one. While having a few plays and moments of looking like a rookie a little bit. And that was just a bit. The cool face remained right there. That determined look. That look when he stands back there in the cameras. I mean, you know what? It looks like he knows what he's damn doing. Go ahead, little boy. One of those starts was this past weekend's playoff win over the hapless Hawks. Hawks, I got nothing but love for y'all, and you know this. Next, he'll face them boys in the divisional round. People are still joking about his nickname as Mr. Irrelevant. You know what? I hope he wears that and holds on to it and embraces it. Yeah, I'm not relevant. You just won a Super Bowl. Still, no relevance. That was no big deal. I got to tell you, if he ever gets cocky, I'm going to just love it. I got news for you guys. I'm not sure if I didn't face more commanding and demanding things upon my persona at Iowa State. You got this company was afraid of the. I understand they were concerned about the Kansas City Chiefs. I played better teams in my conference at school, so yeah, no problem. He'll be on Saturday Night Live. He'll be doing all the late night talk shows. Brock Purdy will be an overnight. He'll be doing CNN interviews. Brock Purdy will go nuts if he displays the right character. I wish it was his press agent. I said, Brock, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get cocky as hell. Listen, you know what? You're as good as you think you are. And therefore, don't you worry about a thing. You'll be fine. I want you to go in there and just abuse. Anytime you're asked a question, just get belligerent. I'd have that boy making millions if I'm his agent because I'm going to be making millions because of it. It's tough to win in the NFL, fam. Yes, Purdy has a talented supporting cast around him, but he still is a rookie. How many rookies in this year's class could look like he does in this offense? And by the way, it is misunderstood by many who seriously believe to be easy for anybody and everybody who wants to run it under Kyle Shanahan. These people are out of their damn mind. No, it's not. It is not. What Kyle Shanahan makes look easy, it certainly is not, because if it was, it'd be defended a lot easier. Now, wouldn't it? Hell yeah, it would. Make no mistake, Mrs. Purdy's baby boy is impressive. I know it was the Hawks, but 332 passing yards and 4 total touchdowns, including 1 on the ground. I'm sorry, fam. That was a great day. That's not every day. Nobody can just do that easily. Brock Purdy, take a damn bow. John Lynch is impressed, saying, quote, I think just the poise of presence, the pressure on that position in this league, it's immense. It really is. I think one thing that we saw from today, one, he wasn't going to be phased. And Lynch, you're right. He still blows my mind with that attitude and face on the field. Like, I got this. And Purdy zips out of the pocket, and he zips one down the field. It's Elijah Mitchell. He's wide open, and he bounces into the end zone for the 49ers touchdown. Look at him. That's a rookie, right? BB starts the season as a number 3 guy. Lynch went on to explain, saying, quote, at that point, you're getting 4 or 5 meaningful reps during the course of practice and the team periods. Fam, that's it, 4 or 5 reps. But whenever he went in, he made the right decision. It was oftentimes a bold decision, not like the safe one. And throwing into a tight window was the right play. He was doing that. And when you make quick decisions and you anticipate in this league, good things typically happen. BP started truly impressing during preseason. It was enough for the 49ers decision makers to not make a mistake. They kept him on the 53. The Niners knew rather than risk exposing him, BP to waivers in an attempt to get him onto the practice squad to give him a Niners business card right now. Here you go, Brock. What's that? Hey, that's my name. Listen, you're on the 53. I'm going to tell you right now, you keep working like you are. There's good things going to happen, kid. Let's go. And they did. The Niners didn't fully know what they had in the boy. Further saying, and Lynch admitted, saying, quote, obviously with this success, we are impressed with how well he's played. But I think I think the area that probably surprised us, you saw some running ability in college, but I didn't know he was this good an athlete. He's a very good athlete. His ability to move on, field, and create and extend, has been surprising for us. I can't say that we saw that. I saw a good athlete. I did not see this. So he's been tremendous for us. Fam, there are, apparently we've seen this down through the years. There are guys that are great college football players. They're just not dead great, man. People come into the league and they say, okay, our first round, especially teams that are down at the bottom, like the Rams would be picking high in the draft this year if they weren't so ridiculous in the past. But that pick, as you know, is going to other places. So, Denver Broncos. Same with Russell Wilson. But you know what, though? I just realized something. Weren't the Hawks brilliant? They got rid of Russie. They had to give away some. They got those picks back by letting Russie go. You know what? The Hawks may not be as bad as I anticipate for as long as I thought either. You know, they got a lot of good high picks. But anyway, fam, but I want to know right now, let's see if your thoughts match Coach Shanahan's after today's conference. Now, he starts off with the most important thing that concerns us all, saying, all right, injuries for today, Jimmy Garoppolo will not practice. Ambry Thomas, no practice because I'm tired of him. Juwan Jennings, limited ankle. He didn't really say that. I'm just Ambry, man, I don't understand you, man. You need to see a shrink. You're better than what you're showing out there. Sam said, let me calm, limited ankle, and Javon Kinlaw, limited knee. Go ahead. Kyle, Trent Williams and defensive Nick Bosa resting. No, they're good. Dre Greenlaw had to come out of the game briefly. What was the upshot on that? He's good now. What were your impressions of watching the Cowboys on Monday night and what they're coming in with offensively? Here's when Kyle goes into PC mode. Because remember, Shanahan was also quoted saying he was going to kick back at home Monday night and watch the game at home like a normal person. Kyle, you never watched a ball game like a normal person. I mean, a lot of us wish we could watch a game like and take away from a game that Kyle does. He's so cool. But Coach answered by saying they're a good team. They've been it all year. Probably looked at their best on Monday night, which you expected them to, just with the atmosphere and everything. But they've been good by it for a while, and just watching them this week, it reminds me of their team from the last year, and they only improved. Kyle, stop letting me. Dak was nowhere as bad as he is this season last year. I mean, he wasn't fantastic, and I think Dak is mistakenly put into the list of elite, and that's not the case. Next question: when you think back on that game last year, what strikes you? What you did circle in your mind? And Kyle answers, it was a big win for us. I hated how it ended, how close it got at the end. I thought we made a few mistakes. That made it closer than it needed to be at the end, but not much. I don't relate it much to this year. What stands out about their defense, Kyle? I think starting with the D-line, Dan Quinn jumps off the tape to me there. The way he gets those guys to move. They have some really good rushers. Everyone knows about DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons, but there's not one bad one there. The way that they stunt, the way they can create one-on-ones, there's a reason they're number one in getting to the quarterback with sacks and pressures, and it does jump off the tape. Coach, do you feel like it helps knowing a coach, or is every matchup sort of unique? Now, here's when Kyle Stilley really starts lying. No, I think everyone is unique. I don't think that matters much. If you've been coordinating the league for a while, whether you know someone personally or not, you have an idea of what game day is like with just from film. Fam, okay, I remind you, I don't really need to, but Coach Shanahan knows Dan Quinn better than anybody in the league. Have you been watching the Cowboys, fam? I've been watching games. I'm going to be. In fact, I just watched the Jags pick six stack for a win. I'm going to do. I'm going to run a series for the rest of the week of Dak. Don't. You know, that's going to be the name of the series. Dak. Don't. You know. Lord, if we get a pick six this Sunday. If in your face, actually, the screen goes black. Also, you know, I bumped into something. I mean, I said, if Kyle is just being polite, I think he is. What do you think Kyle was really thinking, fam, after both watching the game Monday night and after watching film, as Kyle was doing, what kind of things him and D'Amico talked about? I'm about to put a series on, as I just mentioned. I can't. I picked some things apart. You know, Dak, he goes blind in certain situations. This would be the week. If I don't run disguise coverages a lot, if I'm D'Amico, I do run a few more disguise coverages until Dak finally just wets the bed completely. I want to see him get to the point where in the fourth quarter, they're thinking about putting Cooper Rush back in the game. You know what I mean? There's a Rudy. Hey, tell me what you'd do if you were in Kyle's position. And what do you think Kyle's thinking, like we know Kyle as we do right now? The Ramelia. Both teams bowed down to the champs in the playoffs. That's all they can do is talk empty trash. Rudy. I'm not gonna get too stupid here. Hey, T-Flow and Ali.
Hi, Ronbo.
Ali.
What's up, Ronbo?
T-Flow, man, I'm sitting here glowing, glimmering. I just can't stop jumping around, man. Sometimes I can't even brush my teeth correctly without jabbing myself in the side of the face because I'm just, you know what I'm saying, man? Because this is like a fun time. I didn't know if all we going to go into playoffs or if we was going to make the playoffs at all back in week 4, week 5, right? Here we are, sitting in the crowd. Stop, Ron. T-Flow, stop. Okay. T-Flow, what's on your mind, man? What are you and Allie thinking? What do you think Kyle's thinking after watching Monday night against the Bucks? Were you impressed?
Nah, I wasn't impressed. Dude, come on, dude. The Bucks were 8-9. So, like, what's there to be proud of? They were playing crappy all year. So, what's there to be proud of?
Really looked crappy Monday too, did they? God, they stunk.
Yeah, it's like they were what 3-and-out, 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 or like a couple first downs. They drive, Brady throws an interception, and that was it. That was it.
The
They
dirt
did nothing after that.
And Mike and what's his name? Michael. What's the big time receiver? He act like, what was I supposed to do, Tom?
Or
Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got, Tom? What's wrong with you and Mike? Okay.
His O line played like crap, but other than that, like Mike's gonna be like, man, their linebackers, they're gonna get beat in space. If any of them, Vander Bosch or Anthony Barr, has to cover McCaffrey, Elijah, or Debo out of the backfield, they're gonna get smoked. Like seriously, like their linebacker cores, like Micah, whatever his name is,
That's him.
he's gonna have to play a real linebacker. He's not gonna be like the
running off the edge,
like the linebacker that blitz, because he's faster than both of them. So like we should run it down their throats, like just like we did last year. And now we got Brock Purdy who can actually throw the ball, and basically
now you
maneuver.
got 3 guys. You got Elijah, you got Debo, and you got McCaffrey.
CMC.
Ah.
Exactly. And that's without, don't forget, Kyle Juszczyk. Did you see what Juszczyk did Trent Williams?
Why do I keep forgetting him? Because they don't,
right?
they don't play him enough. I agree. They don't let him get the ball in his hands enough. But he's busy out there all day.
No,
but
did you see the last game? Juszczyk went for a block and accidentally decleated Trent Williams. He blocked the wrong person.
I know. So
knocked him on his butt.
They get excited out there,
That's
how aggressive they are.
Then you're forgetting, also Brandon Ayuk. Then you got hopefully Juwan can play. Then we got Juwan and we got Raymond McLeod.
Third and Juwan.
We're golden on offense. Defense is the one that's kind of worrying me because our D line is really not penetrating like they did before. Don't know why.
And
what is it?
It depends on the offensive line play. Some people have figured out the 49ers offensively as far as the offensive line goes. And they know how to handle the 49ers.
Yeah.
Because you got to get rid of Nick. Who else do you double team? Yeah, they double team Nick and Armstead. And that seems to leave. Oh, that's why Omenihu had such a great week. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's like because and not only that, like Jerry Jones kind of gave us a blueprint of what they're gonna do on offense. So basically, they're gonna try to do more naked bootlegs. They're gonna do bootlegs with Dak. I guess he's gonna run because he says, "Hey, Dak's gonna run all over him," because everybody knows that's the Niners' weakness. You got to get them out of space. The quarterback. And I just can't wait till we level him and he feels that hit and he's gonna be like, no more. I don't want to get hit no more.
I mean, he did run a lot against the Cowboys. He's been running a lot lately the last few weeks. He finally learned that he is not the elite presence in the pocket that he thought he was, and he will be killed if he stands there too long. So now you run around the edges.
And Jimmy Ward. Then he got Greenlaw. when you see them slide, just don't hit them. Try to just jump over them at least. Just don't hit them. I don't want to know. Don't help
15-yard
them
into the end
by hurting
zone.
yourself.
Yeah.
Right? It just because that's the only time we lose is whenever we beat ourselves.
Yeah.
Same thing with the
untimely penalties.
How many times? Yeah, how many times did we lose? Like especially like the Chicago game. The reason why we lost that was because of penalties. All those late hits.
Yeah, game one of that was the 49ers didn't feel like playing yet. I don't know what happens to 49ers. Every year they got to wait for the first. Now for the last 2 years, should I say? I'm sorry, not every year, but the last 2 years, the 49ers. Oh man, we don't feel like playing. We'll wait until week 5 and get it together. No, guys, you got to play now. Look what you. But you know what? One thing about that, though, fam, the 49ers don't peak early like a lot of these teams that come shooting out to shoot. Hey, 8-0, 9-0, 10-0, 11-0. Now, most of those teams are like struggling. That's the way it works. It's strange. I don't think the Niners planned it that way, but it comes out that way.
And what I don't get is like why people are hating on Purdy. Dude, like Purdy's tearing it up. He's doing what he's supposed to be told what to do. He's not messing it up. And not only that, he's elusive in the pocket. He knows how to make things work. And when you know how to make these work, especially with our weapons, you got CMC, Debo, Ayuk, George Kittle. They can all run after the catch.
It's a ridiculous.
It doesn't matter. Like, once he breaks that pocket, someone's gonna be open no matter what. And once they catch it, they're gone.
But the nice thing is, he ain't got to break that pocket often because the fact of the matter is, our guys get open right now, which makes it even better because now you get rid of that ball quick, which is way more important than him getting out of that pocket. And now that playmaker can do some damage. Tifo, we gotta go. I didn't mean it's late night. I don't want to make people wait too long. Let me see you guys Friday, and I will be on time. All right.
Yes, sir. All right, Ronbo, let's get a little Niner shout out.
Tifo and Allie. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, Ronbo.
Good night.
All right, Ronbo, good night.
Tifo. Evan. Next to heaven. Evan.
Hey, Ronbo, how's it going?
Evan, when people ask me that, I feel like I could go on for about 20, 30 minutes. I'm just going to say, okay, don't get carried away, Ronbo. Evan, how are you doing?
I'm good. I've been like you. I've been watching a lot of film on the Cowboys, and I got some keys to both teams here.
Good. That's what I want. What are you thinking?
Okay, so from what I saw, you got to stop Pollard and Lamb. If we can do that,
I deduce the same thing.
That's the only thing they do on offense. It's that old saying, let the other guys beat you. We should be prepared for them going it on fourth down a lot and 2-point conversion.
Because we're going to have them in that position a lot, for sure.
That, and we saw what their kicker did Monday. So they'll probably, if it's fourth and close, they'll be going for it.
What's his name?
Maher.
Wow, he's bad. Oh, he's really, really bad. He could be a factor. Go ahead.
And I was watching Dak in all the games, and he stays on his first read quite a long time, and he sits in that pocket for a good 3 seconds.
He's waiting for CD to break free. It acts like that's the only guy he's got. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if we got Drake Jackson active for this game, it might be a good thing because of his speed and his length. He's got those long arms to knock down a lot of. And I also noticed their secondary was pretty suspect. It doesn't seem like they like to hit very much. And
if you must have watched that game with the Jaguars, Etienne, and the Jags just abuse that. They'd run, and I said, "Oh, you guys having troubles with that run game? Like it's been reported. It's true, ain't it?" It really
I also
is.
watched them against the Lions, and that game was a lot closer than the score actually said. And same with the game. I forget who they blew out. I think it was Minnesota.
Yeah. That was a bloodbath.
Yeah, and
I didn't see that one.
I noticed on a lot of their higher scoring games, they got those points from turnovers.
Ah.
So one thing we do really well is, we
Protect
don't
the
turn the
ball.
ball over. We take care of the
Yeah.
football. Yeah.
Ah.
So I feel like our defensive speed can, because he did have a tendency, if his first read wasn't there, to escape the pocket. And I just feel like with Warner and Greenlaw, we can contain Prescott.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got some speed on that line of scrimmage, and you keep 4 up, and make sure that 7 are back, because our front 4 is enough. And let 7 guys wait for Dak to do what he likes to do. Oh, it's a pick 6. Jimmy Ward was standing right there, camped on that play, and Dak threw it right to him, and there he goes, touchdown! Now I already see it.
And on offense, everyone. I was watching Parsons, and he's a great player, but he's also over aggressive. So I feel like if our screen game, our jet sweep game, if we take advantage of his
Over pursuit,
him being over aggressive,
he'll run right by it.
and I wouldn't expect George to have a big game per se in the passing game, because I feel like
Kittle?
he's gonna have to help on that side.
He'll facilitate, but I really hope Kyle does this time. Let him facilitate on some plays, but bring in Warner, who blocks equally as well, or not equally as well, but near as well, and let that decoy, the DC or OC on the other team, DC, and all of a sudden send him out a little flare, because there's nobody better than George and Debo when you get them out in open space. I feel sorry for guys that have to come and bring them down.
Yeah, their secondary is a little bit suspect, so I feel like we actually match up with them well as far as our receivers and backs versus if we can get to that second layer, I feel like they can have a lot of yak.
Because that's what they do. And the Cowboys, from what I see when watching the Jags, it says the Cowboys, why does it take you guys? It took you 5 minutes to get over there to begin with. You see the play forming, and you still weren't in pursuit until too late. You play ball. Evan, you can actually feel the play as it develops, and you know where it's going because you're watching the opposing team and what they're doing. And then when you got to react, because as soon as you see it, you won't move toward that direction. You're not going to commit. It's the kind of thing you're going to do. It's going to happen. You can feel it. And the Cowboys sit there, wait. We better wait. Oh, I guess he's going to throw the ball. See, the formations are going to kill the Cowboys. They have no idea.
Yeah,
you know how the Cowboys, the 49ers line up people in weird places? You got George, say, in a slot. You got McCaffrey out on the edge, receiver. You got another guy on the other end that's not supposed to be there. You got Jawan Jennings. Some of these things are going to just I'm sorry. I've already got my game plan. But what are you thinking? Go ahead.
Me too. Like you said, if we just stay within ourselves, don't beat ourselves, don't have any stupid, silly mistakes, penalties, we should be okay.
It should look good.
I respect every NFL team, because it's hard to win in the NFL. People forget that.
Well, yeah, it's any given Sunday, right?
Yeah, so
Good stuff, Evan.
But talent, our roster versus their roster, obviously our roster
is much better.
Way better.
Well, Evan, good stuff. We got to pull up. I'll see you Friday and bring your score and more reasoning as to why you think it's going to be. All right.
And one last thing I wanted to say.
Real quick, Evan.
Nick's brother might have screwed us with Joey might have screwed Nick in saying all that stuff about the refs, because now the refs kind of have a target on
the
Nick's
Bosa's
back.
brothers probably. God, I didn't even know about that. Evan. Maybe not. Nick's been polite all these weeks and years. Yeah. All right, fam. See you Friday.
All right. Shout out to Tony in Australia. Have a good night, Ronald.
Yeah. Thanks, Evan. There you go, Tony. And Derek says Cowboys have 4 days left in the 2022-23 season to lose, and they had to play Monday night while we're resting up after Saturday. It's unfair, isn't it? Not. Cowboys said that. What did Coach McCarthy say? Yeah, no, it's all right. We'll be just tired and grumpy. Here he is. Here's a man who really puts the exclamation point on relax. It's Chill. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Phil.
How you doing?
Oh, I tell you what, it's just ridiculous. I'd have to be placed under arrest if I was feeling any better. Phil, give me some extras on this.
You got beat the Rams twice, check. Beat Seattle 3 times, check. Beat the Raiders, check. Now we're going to beat the Cowboys. Then we'll get the Giants, check. And then finally Kansas City in the Super Bowl, check.
Oh.
That's a perfect season.
That is the ideal. That is utopia for any 49er fan. You knocked them all down, lined them up like a bunch of ducks, and shot them all down. I forgot about the Raider fun. Oh, how could I?
Come on, we checked every box that we had in front of us. We checked it off. So let's keep them going,
including transactions.
But anyway, get to the game. Number one, we have better running backs than they do.
Mm-hmm.
We have better offensive line than they do.
Mm-hmm.
We have better tight end than they do. We have better wide receivers than they do. When you look at Ayuk's numbers compared to
wait, Phil, you left out one better. You got a better coach.
Oh, big time. We got a better defensive line.
Yeah.
We got better linebackers.
Yeah.
We've got better corners.
Mm-hmm.
We got better safeties.
Mm-hmm.
So,
everything
and we got a better kicker.
Yeah. Oh, God. Phil, I believe I could get several girls that I know to do a better job than that Meyer. What the? 3-4 times? Are you serious? What do you want? How much do they pay you? Oh, God, he's bad.
Yeah. I just, I just can't see us losing this game at all. And, I just want to see all those Cowboy fans crying again.
They won't do us for us this year because they know everybody's watching. Phil, where are the Cowboys' weakness, and where would you first direct that? Because the defense, I know the amoeba effect's going to be all over their players on offense, but where would you attack the Cowboy defense first?
Running the ball.
Mm-hmm. We all agree.
They're not very good against the run.
Oh, they hate it.
Yeah, I think we can get them, a McCaffrey. I think we're going to get a McCaffrey
moments,
big run.
One after another.
At least maybe once, twice.
And then Debo's going to have a
that's
couple
going to
of
open
his.
up the passing game.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is their corners don't tackle. So they get interceptions, but they don't tackle.
I hate that. Which is worse? I think I'd rather have people that can tackle because we've been doing that for years.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Especially when you got Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey. If you don't tackle,
you're dead meat.
You're in trouble.
It's a bad fit.
And I think, the other thing is, I think our offensive line is going to handle Micah Parsons.
We did last year, Phil. And I'm not sure if we were better last year. Well, we were in some ways, but Micah.
You look at that game last year.
Yeah.
Look at that game last year. Nick Bosa got a concussion in the first quarter and was out for the rest of the game.
Oh, I forgot.
You get
about that.
You had Jimmy getting his shoulder
just dislocated.
Damage.
Yeah.
And he wasn't the same since then. Yeah. But we had a big lead by that time.
Mm-hmm.
And Dallas started coming back after that. But if Brock stays upright, we're in great shape. I just can't see them beating us.
No. And Brock doesn't seem rocked. And that last week of playoff football was great for him. Now he can come out there and totally relax. No, Brock, you can do this. You can. You can.
And one thing, Ronbo, the last game against Seattle, I've never heard Levi Stadium that loud.
Ooh, because everybody hates them as bad as we do.
It was so loud.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be louder this game.
I think so.
They're going to have some trouble.
I want that pick six, Phil. If Demo gets a pick six on Dak, at least two. Okay, you're right. If Demo picks off Dak and takes it in the end zone, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Let's be realistic. No, I think we're
Tavares is on. He needs one by now too, because he's going to be on CD. This may be Tavares' week. Or Talanoa with his timed moves.
Everybody said, "Oh, DK had a big game," but he had one catch down the sideline where Tavares was playing him for a shoulder catch, shoulder catch, and he got caught up and beat for the touchdown. It happens.
It does.
Good wide receivers can beat you once. And then the second touchdown that DK had was in garbage time. Tavares wasn't even in the game at that point.
And nobody cared. I don't know why DK was still out there.
Yeah.
Phil, we gotta go. Can't wait to see you Friday.
All right, Ronbo.
As you'll be marinating that meat, getting ready for Sunday.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Have a great night.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Night, Phil. Yeah. Here's another thing. What our wide receivers have to do, our corners have to remember, don't get so dependent upon the front line that you do lean in too long or too hard and not you shouldn't be square that way anyway. As DB, you should be pivot to the left or right, whichever one you feel more comfortable for, and watch the play so you got wiggle room, right? Because our defensive line is good, but don't trust them like that. Yeah, I don't think Tavares get burned like that again this year. 615, you're in Tennessee. Lord, I hope. What's the name of that? Hey, 615, come in.
What?
I had a feeling it was you, fam. This Mama Dragon told, look, I got some things I want you to do. Don't stay up all night. If he's not on right now, I need you to get up around 5:30. So please, okay. And what did our man do? Dragon went back into the other room, got his other phone. He got his other phone and called in. I know you got Bob. I'm glad you got away.
Right. I'll tell you a secret. Yeah. Because of the people I've met in my time over the years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back when I was doing, computer type work that I wound up selling to the NFL, all the people that I met, I kept that phone.
Ooh.
Only reason why I kept that phone is that they don't have to try to find me if they ever call me. That's a secret tip for some of you entrepreneurs out there. Now, it pains me to say this. But I would like to give 99% endorsement to Chill Pill Phil's phone call. Very, very good phone call from Chill Pill Phil.
Yes.
I agree with almost everything he said, except for the Giants. They are not getting past Philadelphia. It ain't happening. Philadelphia's got 70 sacks. They got full practices out of Jalen Hurts
this week.
It ain't happening. Oh yeah. Daniel Jones is going to be made mortal again. Mark my words.
Woo! That's scary stuff. Poor Daniel.
So flat out. No, honestly, I want to beat the best. I don't care. I want to beat the best.
No, I was just sympathetic toward Daniel. We're not going to get the Giants. You know how we had this history going on with the Giants. To knock them the hell out of this would be funny. But yes, you're right. The Eagles are probably not going to allow that.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's going to work. I think right now going into the current game, Dallas Cowboys have an enormous disadvantage that this is going to be their fourth road game in a row.
They should have played better.
And that is very hard. That is very hard on NFL teams.
We found out about that.
That is very hard. That is super hard. So these guys are definitely going to be a little bit battle worn.
And a short week for them.
The 49ers, the 49ers is the wrong team to be battle worn against.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the record? I believe the record was something like 13-0. Teams that played us lost the next week. They were like 13-0 or something ridiculous.
I think it was 15. I don't know. I couldn't understand how 15. You guys talking about last year? Yeah.
Right. I'm talking about this past season. That if you played us, win or lose, the next week you're gonna lose. Because that's how beat up you got. And to paraphrase it, I am starting to warm up to that Kyle Shanahan guy. I'm starting to warm up to him, Ronbo. I meant to give him a shout out last week, but when he came out on the field after that play against Devo, where the guy was trying to twist his ankle,
You support him after that point, huh?
Oh no. The Kyle Shanahan came out like a gangster.
Didn't
he came out on the field, cussing, hollering, bumping it, walking through and bumping into Seahawks players. I was like, I have never seen this side before.
Put your hands on my dude. Are you crazy? I know it was like, Kyle's got some thug in him.
Get him, coach. Oh, he was mad. And if you notice, the next series was 9 straight run plays.
When you really batter him.
So you just get key off on the defense. 9 straight run plays. Trent Williams, Aaron Banks coming at you 9 straight plays. Burford, McGlinchey. Speaking of McGlinchey did give up 6 sacks this year. However, Dallas's Smith gave up 7. And their starting tackle Peters is not even going to be playing this week. So they're going to be down on offensive linemen.
Tired, down,
and they're already battle torn.
Yeah. You know, McGlinchey's gotten better though. All those sacks you're talking about, I think they happened previous to the last couple of weeks. McGlinchey's been stopping.
Oh, he's played well the last 4 weeks. But McGlinchey's kicked it up a notch. He has. I'm not concerned because last year we didn't give up a sack to Parsons. So
yeah,
Parsons is, I think he's second in the NFL in pressure, second or third. So Parsons is the real deal. I still hate the fact that we missed on him, but I think overall, man, it's going to be. I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy game, but it should be a game that we should be in control. Yes. We should be in control. Yeah. You know, we should control this game. Period. It may not be like a massive blowout, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a blowout. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a blowout. I really wouldn't be. Because I just don't see how Dallas, unless the crazy German goes crazy.
Vandress, you know,
fine.
You know, I just don't see. I'm watching the Jaguars. I said, Jesus Christ, I thought the Cowboys were better than this on defense. If that bothers them, oh my God, what are they going to do with us? I can't wait to play. I really can't.
They and you know what? And they just had like a scrimmage with like a high school team down in Tampa. So I don't know if they're ready for this smoke. They think they are.
The Cowboys.
But like my boy said, every boy's got a play until you push in the mouth. That's how I see it. You know, I mean, ultimately, yeah.
Yeah, you know we got to pull up. But listen,
I know we got to pull up. I know that. I'm sorry, production. I apologize. But our local media has been talking about one of the 49ers players this week. And that player is Trey Lance.
Oh, the finger crossing about what's his name going to? You know the media's got.
This is what I want to say.
Real quick though.
This is what I want to say about this. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you do a search in your emojis and you search for good luck, you're gonna get those fingers crossed. So he's wishing them good luck.
Yeah.
But the reality is that he shouldn't be doing it anyway.
Look out,
I told him to stop using social media, and he blocked me. That bastard.
Man, did you really? We got Doc, Pop. I can't wait to see you Friday. We got to go now, though. All right, great stuff.
Yes, sir.
Love it. All right, that was Pop and Dragon. Can you imagine Pop trying to advise Trey to stop that and got blocked? Oh no! And Trey, Pop loves you too, man. He's been talking about you for over a year. And bring in Zing. The Dark One has arrived. O-Z. O-Z. Sounds like Z's trying to get in, but he just can't make it. All right, Z will come back. Oh, it's Nudge. Better hold on. Nudge!
Almost hung up the phone. Ronbo.
Yeah. Nudge. Come on in here, man. We're having a good time. You know, like we do. This is 2 years in a row of going through the playoffs and talking trash. This is so much fun. I get used to this. I mean, I tell you what, and next year I don't see it being any
forgot.
different because we ain't got to worry about it. Notch, we could go in next year. We could go in a lot like the Tampa Bay Bucks. We can have 7-10 and still go in as on the playoffs. NFC West ain't got nothing.
Ain't got nothing. I say this about how Brady started his little,
I know.
his little get together, whatever he had.
But Dodge, you watch that game Monday night now. You know, the Cowboys are showing out. People now think they got something to offer the 49ers. You see it all over the dailies. You got Skip Bayless over there that lost his mind. You got guys over on ESPN saying things that make no sense. Dodge, what did you take away from that game Monday night?
Got blown out by the Commanders.
Yeah,
I'm like, dang, didn't they just get blown out?
I mean, how do people forget that?
They just got blown out.
And Notch, watching that game, you did watch that game. How would you go about attacking? I'd say, look, y'all, we gonna throw the ball some today, but I want the Cowboys' tongues to be hanging out. We may not score about 27 points, but the Cowboys aren't gonna have any. So you guys down for that? Let's just get physical here today. Because the Cowboys are soft. They look Rams soft.
Okay, Diggs ain't trying to tackle nobody.
And oh yeah,
that's what we do. Do a whole bunch of screens with Debo, Kittle. Because
I would.
Because they ain't trying to tackle nobody.
And McCaffrey seems like he's just gotten tough. He's always probably been tough. But yeah, you're right. I'd get like the two guys, Debo and George, and give Juice some. Juice hurts people too. Yeah.
And then we block their secondary and just avoid they pass rush, and we should be good. But the only thing is, I remember last year. I don't know if everybody remember, but last year, you remember like towards the end of the game, Cowboys started like adding extra O linemen, and they running all over.
Yeah.
So I just hope they don't do that. Like, we ain't have an answer for that for
because Pollard and Zeke, they're good. They really are.
Yeah, and they had added. They was playing like 6 linemen. They weren't even doing 5. They had 6.
D'Amico only has to see this kind of thing once. Now, if they do that this year, D'Amico say, "Remember what we talked about, y'all? We was expecting this," and they'll have a plan.
Yeah, they was doing that. They was doing that towards the end of the game last year. Because I was scared I was about to come back. I was like, dang, because we ain't stopping that. It ain't look like we could stop it. But I forgot, dude that you was just talking to said Bosa got hurt. I forgot about that. He did.
Everybody forgot about that. I
forgot all about that.
I did. And he got hurt early, too.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so it did. And that changed everything with the pressure. Because we was getting to him in the
first opening minutes.
In the first quarter. Yeah, we was getting to him.
Mm-hmm. A lot, and seriously, painfully. So.
And I forgot they had Amari Cooper last year too. They don't got him no more. So, and we didn't have Traveris Ward. We had who we have at corner. We had Mosley and Norman.
Oh, and what
we had
that?
Josh Norman.
Josh could not stop he was terrible. So yeah, we're better. But Demo, I'm impressed with Demo. I'm not afraid of him anymore out there. People are still scared. Demo's getting better every week because everybody's scared. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared. I don't like him out there like that.
He ain't gonna be guarding CD. CD might run at him though. That's a problem. But
what you say?
Demo.
Oh, I'm tripping. Debo. I'm thinking about Debo Samuel.
Everybody's scared of Debo. Cowboys don't want another Debo. They don't want nothing about McCaffrey. If the 49ers run that 1-2 combo all day, the Cowboys will get the brains beat out. Yeah. And they haven't got anybody that can cover. You see what he did to Diggs last week. Brandon Ayuk had Diggs going one way and he's going the other. Jimmy's shoulder, Jimmy knows he missed him too. Brandon was so wide open, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, Jimmy was hurt. Jimmy was hurt last year.
So,
around that time he was hurt. So we beat them with a hurt quarterback. No really second cornerback. We upgraded. So we most definitely got it. We're gonna have Bosa. We got Kinlaw. Kinlaw was hurt last year.
Yeah. So we got something that run, and look how my boy Amanahu's playing. Amanahu said, "Yeah, I'm going back to Texas, my old stomping ground." He can't wait to get back to Texas.
He can't wait. Seen it too. I seen it. We I'm about saying we can't forget about Coleman.
I know, right?
So he on the regular squad. I feel like Cal might try to use him because he always be that one running back that it was Mostert. Before Mostert was Mostert. So, and then who was the last? I forgot who it was last year.
Like Mostert. Coleman, Kyle. When you got Debo, Kyle likes to run. He'll make Debo take the ball before he let Coleman in the game, though, because you already got McCaffrey and Debo tearing him up. In combination, Debo on the receiving end, McCaffrey coming out between the tackles, McCaffrey lining up on the edge, McCaffrey lining up in the slot. Debo he'll be in the backfield next. I mean, you don't know what to do as a DC. That DC will not sleep between now and Sunday.
And he got head coaching. He got head coaching interviews today.
Dan quit. Dan, you can't. Kyle knows you, Dan. Fam, Notch, we're gonna go because we got everybody waiting. It's up late. Okay. Notch, appreciate you waiting. Tell you what, fam, I'm gonna see you Friday, though, okay?
Cool, Friday.
Yeah.
I got you.
All
right, y'all take it easy.
All right, Notch, you too, fam. Night. Ooh, it's Howard. Last time me and Howard talked, I was out of gas. Boy, I was just so tired from getting too excited. There's that little baddie. Get off me, you hey, let go of my leg. Ah, God. Hey, call your dog. He likes you. Howard and I are dog people, as you know. We like them dogs. Got some plenty of dogs in red and gold. Howard, get in here, man. What do you think about? Because tonight I'm just like tripping on that game Monday night, and everybody's saying, "Oh, the Cowboys are back! Come on, man, get the hell up out of here with the Cowboys are back, man." You know what? What's the worst team you can think of in the NFL right now? The Rams could have beat the Tampa Bay Bucks tonight. Let me stop,
Lord. Yeah, I'm going crazy.
I mean, the Bucks look so bad. Oh, they look bad. I thought they put up a better fight than that. I was shocked.
I was shocked. I was shocked.
Oh. Evans.
Tampa Bay cost me money, brother.
Oh, see.
Because I had them scoring at least 23 points.
And if nothing else, you could bet against the spread. Oh, and they went and doubled the spread. Oh, beat the Bucks.
Oh, no. I bet on the score.
The Bucks should have threw a white flag on the field in the middle of the fourth quarter. That game was so over. My God, they beat them to death. I did not see. Who's seen that coming? Oh.
Nobody but Cowboy fans.
Ain't that the truth? You know what, though? We've seen some. It was easy to make some observations during that game. Now, Howard, the Cowboys look like all that because of the last performance, and that's what you judge a team on normally anyway. But, Howard, what are you going to do to the Cowboys? There are several things you could do. What do you think Shanahan's plan is? Because it's fun thinking like Kyle would think going into a game. What? Kyle sit back and said, "Yeah, they look a lot like they did last year, but just a little bit better." God, you ain't fooling nobody, man. No, they don't. Dak wasn't looking like ass last year. He was actually pretty good last year. Jack looks like a man ready to be. Boy, go ahead.
Well, I'll be the bigger man here. I'll give the Dallas Cowboys roster some credit because.
Okay,
I won't shit on them like some of our fan base. I understand we hate the Cowboys, but
Wait, let me interject. See, some of you people are watching from other teams. We have reasonable people amongst us. Go ahead, Howard. You give us.
You know. You know what I'm saying? No, I know it's fuck the Cowboys, but you know what I'm saying? Let's be real.
Okay.
We can say how good, Tony Pollard was and Dawn Schultz.
Pollard.
Dawn Schultz is pretty.
They're a good combo.
we can't forget about Dalton Schultz. That is Dak's comfort right there. That's his guy in third downs, man. So
CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, you talk, who's your guy in the third down? See, I said you're talking about CD Lamb, right? You know what? I got Tavares he's gonna stay on Demo's side of the field most of the day if he's smart. Why bother with Demo as Tavares when you can try to work Demo? But Demo's starting to answer the challenge. I'm starting to like Demo because, oh man, y'all ain't gonna have no respect for the Demo. Y'all bring that over here. You know, and that boy's getting good because he's getting so many reps.
See, this is where we were expecting a Keller Witherspoon to excel.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he was getting picked on, he would fold like a damn lawn chair, you know.
Yep.
And unfortunately for him, he couldn't cut it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bigger. He's bigger than Diamador. Diamador only 5'10".
He can run. Keller can run faster than Demo. Keller's got all the tools that you need to be a good defensive back. He looked better in Pittsburgh, but why couldn't he? Had moments with us though, fam. That's why I thought he might finally come around.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There was some things.
Speed, everything.
It just can't get over.
I think he got intimidated out there, though, Howard. You know, you as a cornerback or a defensive back of any kind, if you get scared of a player and start respecting him too much, that's when he's going to beat your ass. He's going to be talking. You're going to be listening. He's going to take you out of your game, and pretty soon you're getting beat. This is the way it works. Every coach will tell you that. You know,
I agree.
You let him get into your head? No, coach. Well, why? What's going on? Coach, I got tangled up.
Now,
well, you can't get tangled up.
Now we're gonna see if Diamador step up to the plate again. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's a good sign that he's showing up a little bit more, and hopefully he keeps progressing.
You know he's Richard Sherman's protege, right? Richard was working him before he got drafted, and you know Rich is still in his ear after every game.
Of course.
Yeah, you know.
Of course.
He'll pick it up.
Of course. Now, what we need, especially going forward, if he is really trying to win, you know what I mean? We need the best player on this team to step up again, and that's Nicholas Bosa.
Yeah.
He was quiet in that game. He was quiet in the Seattle game, man. He was quiet. He was pretty quiet the last few weeks.
People are getting assigned to him. Some teams have figured it out. You can't try to stop him one-on-one. So they're figuring out traps and things like that. They think stop the 49ers.
Yeah, they just doing a lot of chipping, a lot of guys blocking his way. You know what I mean? So he gotta put them all over the alignment. Put him over the center. Put him over the guards.
Yeah, he should be able to go where he wants to. If not, D'Amico's got to line up some stunts constantly. How are we going to
have him standing up? Have him standing up.
Oh, yeah. He may not like that. Let me see Friday. Bring that score and a reason as to why. And we'll be looking forward to it. And bring them dogs with you.
All right.
Not that little one.
All right, big dog.
Oh, get him out. Oh, I see you Friday.
Have a good night, man.
You too. Everybody knows there's nothing worse than a Chihuahua, boy. Hey, Jalen. Huh? Oh. Clarence Williams said this game will start out the same as the teams fill each other out. Then the Niners physically will assert themselves and break them down piece by piece. Like we did with the Hawks last week. Hawks thought they was in it. There we go. We'll roll with the 49ers. Do this.
What's up? Hey, Ronbo, you can hear me?
Yeah, Jalen, come on in, man. Give
loud and clear. You can hear me loud and clear?
I mean loud and clear.
Okay. Cliff just got fired. Pete blew a ring. McVay been out bitching. Now we finna win the whole thing. Cowboys fans, Rams fans. Notice I said fan without an S because there's only like a few of them. Seahawks fans and Cardinals fans. All y'all can. I told y'all what was going to happen this season. I told y'all we was going to get that sweep in, and now look at y'all. Sitting at the house getting ready to decide what's going on this next upcoming draft season. We're not here to talk about the weak teams in the West. We're here to talk about them delusional, dumbass Cowboys fans.
Yes.
I don't understand them, Ronbo. I mean, you just got to – we played the Commanders this year just like y'all did. And all I'm going to say is Purdy didn't look the same way Dak did. So, I mean, hey. And everybody that keeps saying that the 49ers ain't played no good teams, yes, Ronbo, I don't think we played any good teams in totality, but the 49ers have played against some good units these last few weeks. A healthy Washington Commanders defense, I'm taking that over Dallas any day. I might have some people that disagree with me in the comments. I might have some people that agree with me in the comments. But a healthy Commanders defense, I'm taking that over Dallas. A healthy Miami offense, I'm taking that over Dallas. A healthy Derek Carr and Dak Prescott, what's really the difference? I'm taking that Raiders offense over Dallas offense. They got Josh Jacobs, a tight end, and a running back. So we've played good units. No, we might not have played good teams with good records, but the 49ers have had enough practice against good enough players to be ready for big games. Yeah, like we've been tested. Don't say that we ain't been tested. We've been tested.
Jalen, I want to piggyback on what you just said about that thing between Washington or Jalen, or I'm sorry, the Dak
and Commanders
and Brock. Listen, Skip Bayless says, as he's talking to Shannon Sharp, I'll take Dak Prescott over Brock Purdy anytime. No, talk about that for a minute. What the hell was Skip talking about? You just mentioned how Dak lost against the Washington Commanders. What did Brock do against the Commanders?
Man, I remember he had that deep touchdown to George Kittle. I mean, Brock looked pretty good against the Commanders, and that's a good defense. That's a good defense right there. Like I'm gonna be real. I'll damn near say that talent-wise, I'll damn near say they're probably better than us because they got some dogs up front when healthy.
And that front line, with what's his name just coming back, he ain't fully healthy, but he's still tough.
They got Jonathan Allen. They got They got some dogs. I mean, like we've played good units. I mean, Ronbo, you want to sit up here and tell me that CeeDee Lamb is better than Devontae Adams, or that Zeke Pollard is better than Josh Jacobs? Like, let's just be real. Let's just be real here. I mean, they might have the edge on them on offensive line, but I mean, 49ers defense has been tested a lot this year and recently for sure. So I think we're gonna be all right with that, especially with all those people just talking about.
Is McCarthy better than Kyle Shanahan when it comes to running that offense? I don't think so.
No, I know. I'm not. Mike. First of all, Jerry Jones is their head coach. That's one. McCarthy is the puppet. Yeah, like we know Jerry Jones is really pulling the strings around here. So I mean, I'm not worried about Jerry. I'm not worried about Jerry. Damn it, I'm damn sure not worried about Dallas because history gonna always repeat itself. Rumble. We gonna sweep the Rams. Aaron Rodgers gonna beat the Bears. The Dolphins gonna beat the Patriots at home.
Every year.
I mean, and the Cowboys ain't gonna make it outside the divisional round. I mean, some shit just not gonna change. Matt Ryan gonna blow 28-point leads. I mean, Ronbo, look at it. I mean, certain stuff just happens. It's just bound to happen. Cowboys fans, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all embarrassing yourselves, dog. Like y'all eventually just be quiet and just stay humble and be happy for the wins that you get.
And that you got this far. Now you can tell people you didn't get thrown out.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing. Like, y'all didn't get better. I mean, you lost Randy Gregory. You lost CeeDee Lamb. You didn't get better.
Yeah.
You did not get better. Ronbo, I'm going to tell you who the Cowboys remind me of. They remind me of the Packers of the last few years when they was going 13-3. But as soon as they played a competent team, what happened?
Got a whooping.
Got their ass kicked every time. Yeah, y'all is. So, I mean, Dallas, enjoy these next few days. It's going to be a long off season. Dak, McCarthy, or Zeke, one of them's not going to be here because this one's going to hurt. Because at this point, what do you ask yourself? If they lose this game, what do they ask themselves?
I guess we weren't as good as we thought we were.
Hey, I mean, at this point, somebody got to go. At this point. So, I mean, hey.
But, Jalen, I mean, to beat the Bucks, I wouldn't even say nothing. If the 49ers just beat the Bucks,
Ronbo,
the Bucks look like they look, I wouldn't even say nothing.
Playoffs. That was the worst team in the playoffs. Literally, the worst team. I think Miami would have beat them.
I'm trying to think of a team that would not have beat them. You know, they look like a shell of what they were 2 years ago. They really look bad this past Monday night. I mean, they really look
All these
awful.
like it's embarrassing what I've been hearing. Dak is back. Where the hell he been at? If he a top 10 quarterback, he shouldn't have left nowhere. Like you talking about Dak is back. He never left. He's been here the whole time. You just ain't noticed that he has.
They didn't see him the week before. He wasn't back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You know? Yeah, Dak. Yeah, he been back. Dak's been back since he came back from that thumb injury and led the league with picks. He's been back. I don't know what's up with Cowboys fans are back with that delusional shit. I don't understand them.
Dak.
Apparently, this is the best game of his career, Ronbo, against the 8-9 Bucks. It was the best game of his career. Yeah, I'm not worried about them, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit up here and say we're gonna blow them out, but it's gonna be a win for sure. It's gonna be a damn big laugh for me once I come in this chat after that game. I'm gonna be laughing and laughing. Telling y'all what Stephen A. say? What can go wrong will go wrong.
Just wait. Be
every
patient.
time.
Michael Irvin's over there foaming at the mouth and sweating like he lost his mind, and everybody just staring at him like, "Damn, Michael, man, you just beat the Bucks. The Bucks ain't had nothing to offer. What happened the week before?
The Bucks ain't got nothing. What about Jacksonville? What Jacksonville do? Another playoff team. What they do against y'all?
I just got through watching that game. I couldn't stop laughing.
Talk about that.
And they came
Nobody want to talk about that.
Chandler, we gotta go.
I'll see
you Friday.
Them. Man, Cardinals, y'all irrelevant. Seahawks, y'all some shit. And Rams, y'all are ass too. I don't even have to rhyme. Y'all are ass too. Let's get this win, y'all. Let's get this win.
You smell like booty, like Rudy. Rudy! Media.
All right, Ron. You gonna be on Friday?
Hey, Friday. Be looking for you, fam. All right.
All right.
Night.
Hey, man, like.
Oh, these are such joyous days. Alex!
Ronbo!
Alex, come on in there. We're having a good time tonight, as you know. We got it right too. It's like the Cowboys. You know how long this rivalry's been going on, and they've got 5 Lombardis. We got 5 Lombardis. The first one to get to 6, of course. We'll no longer have to hear the trash from the other organization, because Cowboys think they're as good as we are and equal to, and by record, they actually are. But we're about to make that separation this year, fam. What do you think? But you saw what Kyle Shanahan said nothing but nice things about him. What was Kyle really thinking?
Man, Kyle was like, man, we're going to run the crap out of the ball. McCaffrey's going to have like 200 yards rushing. Then Skip Bayless the next day is going to be like, I was wrong about saying Paul Lauder is better than McCaffrey.
Wait.
You see that tweet, Ronbo?
Skip.
How about the Cowboys? Yeah, so I just can't wait for the game, Ronbo.
Oh, God. Whew. First show I'm going to tune into. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually planning on going to the game, but then I saw the prices, and I was like, that's out of my
what are the prices
out of my budget.
I know. I knew they hiked the prices because of the Cowboys. I was wondering, everybody was asking last week, if the 49ers have to play the Cowboys or play the Vikings, which tickets are going to be the most expensive? Everybody knew it was going to be the Cowboys.
Yeah, the cheapest one I saw, it was a standing room only. It's like $600.
Yeah, I knew it. I said right at the start, around $600-$700, and after that, it just goes up and up and up.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna win. I mean, I'll give props to the Cowboys last week. They beat an 8-9 team.
Mm.
They beat a quarterback that was 45 years old,
and just a shell of himself.
No mobility, Rumbo.
I mean, and no accuracy.
Run Tom Brady.
I mean, I don't know what Brady was throwing at. He was missing shots that he used to never miss. I said, Tom's done. He's done.
Yeah. I'll just give the Cowboys their flowers because they actually won a playoff game.
I like that the Cowboys their flowers.
Yeah, I'll give them their props.
Yeah, it is a playoff.
Not just that, but they won an away game, Ronbo. I was born in 2001. The last time they won an away game, a playoff away game.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born, Ronbo.
You know what? Because when was after they had that wide receiver that's been trying to get back? Well, he stopped trying to get in the league. I think You were no, you weren't here for him either. The one that they changed the rulings on the ball hitting the ground when you hit the dirt.
Oh, yeah, that's Bryant.
Dez, yeah.
Yeah. He was all in his prime, but,
Dez was damn good. But it's, and CeeDee Lamb is looking pretty good. I have to give him credit. CeeDee Lamb ain't bad.
Yeah. I actually wanted him in the draft instead of drafting Javon Kinlaw, but,
Yeah. Actually,
it is what it is.
Even at the point where we dropped Kinlaw, there was also, that was the year. Wow, there was a lot of good.
Yeah.
And we could have saved what's his name's life. The kid that went to the Raiders. If the 49ers would have drafted him, I don't see him driving 100,000 miles an hour in no sports car down Market Street or anything like that, or even in Santa Clara. So, dang, I wanted him, the quick kid, because I wanted speed so bad.
Yeah, Henry Ruggs from Alabama. He's solid, really solid player. I wanted him or Jerry Jeudy, but we didn't get neither. Instead, we got defensive lineman in the first round. But
and I thought Jerry Jeudy was kind of style, too, because Jerry loves good route runner, and Jerry Jeudy could run some route.
Oh, yeah. So I feel like this game's going to be another blowout, Ronbo. I'm not trying to get too cocky, but...
No, right? It's hard not to. That defense is fiendish, Alex.
It's the Cowboys. Look, with all the calls, so it can go wrong, will go wrong. Also, the Cowboys are an accident when that happens.
They played Monday night, and they had no polish because they weren't even challenged Monday night. All right? The Hawks at least gave us a little trouble in the first half. The Cowboys didn't see nothing like that.
Yeah.
And they got a short week coming up against a team that can't wait to get back on the field. On a short week.
Yeah, I guess if I was Jerry Jones, I'd tell the roster before the game. I'll go to the locker room, tell them, all right, guys, this is our last and final game. You guys better be planning on where you're going on vacation after this, So it's been a good ride, but this organization always collapses when high expectations come with it, come with the team.
But Alex, you got Jerry Jones believes in his team's coming in. All right, y'all, you boys know what I expect out of you. I pay good money for good performance. So if I see anything I'm not happy with, well, there's negotiations going to come up later on. Jerry, can we please be alone? I'm just saying. Jones kills me. He wants a championship so bad, Alex. The dude looks like he's going to be 100 years old next year. If he doesn't get a championship soon, Jerry is going to leave this company to his son. His son certainly doesn't know what he's doing. Hell, Jerry doesn't know what he's doing. So, it's a wonderful time in Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anyways, Ron, that's about it.
All right, fam. I'll be back Friday for your score. All right, fam.
Ronbo, before I go, can I say something real quick?
Please.
So I was talking to my girlfriend earlier, and she was like, you listen to Ronbo more than you listen to me. I thought that was funny.
You got to fix that. Don't let that happen. She'll take away from – we won't even be able to get together anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying. She doesn't know I'm here right now.
Good. Work on that. Improve that, Alex. Improve it. I'm going to see you Friday, though, fam. All right.
I'll try my best, Ronbo. All right. Thank you, Ronbo. Good night.
My pleasure, fam. And Godzilla says Trey Lance will demand a trade in the offseason per cryptic IG post. I know, right? We ain't even started the offseason yet, and the drama's already underway. Salvador, we ain't talked to you God, man. We get Salvador once or twice a year now. Salvador, what's up, man?
What's up, Ronbo? RONBO, Red and Gold Radio. Throwing it back, baby.
I like it, Sal.
Ronbo, I had to call back, man, because it's Cowboys week, man, and I need to get your input about this.
Tell you.
I didn't live through the first games in the 80s and the 90s. So how are you feeling, man? This should be nostalgic times for you.
No, because not only that, but this is why we already talked about. It'd be great. We swept through the Hawks. I've been sick of them, modern day pain in the ass, and we got them right. Not only swept them, but took them out in the playoffs. And then here comes the Hawks in the playoffs. Good night, Hawks, and stay the hell up out the street. And here come the Cowboys. Sal, I can't even put into words how good this feels. The Cowboys are going to come in with piss and vinegar everywhere, thinking they're going to come in and run us out of our own camp. after playing Monday night. We've been off since Saturday, fully rested. I like this. I like this a lot. That's what I'm talking about. So, how you saw what happened Monday night. How do you think the Cowboys, and I'm going to stop asking what the 49ers are going to do to the Cowboys because everybody knows. How do you think the Cowboys are going to stand up against this smoke?
Well, we are not on the same level as the Bucks. A lot of blown coverages, miscommunication. They shot themselves in the foot at the worst time of the year. But that's who they've been the whole year, and that's exactly who we beat the shit out of on our home field with the rookie quarterback. There is nothing to be scared of about these Cowboys. It is a good thing that Dak played somewhat competent and good on Monday night, or else, Ronbo, half the fan base, me personally, all my Cowboys fans and all my family and friends that I talk to, they haven't trusted Dak since week 14. They said that Dak is inconsistent, throwing picks, and all of a sudden he has a good game against the Bucks, and they're like, yeah, we're ready. We want the Cowboys. That chat in Tampa Bay, they were trying to convince themselves they wanted us, Ronbo.
Why? I don't understand.
Those fans, they know they have no chance. Today, real quick, I was listening to 95. I think it was the fan in San Francisco. They had the fan affiliate from Dallas. The beat writers over there, the people reporting there, they know they don't have a chance. They know the Cowboys aren't physical. We are physical. We have all pros on all 6 levels. Every level of the offense and defense, there is an all-pro Pro Bowler waiting to hit you in the mouth hit harder than you, and run faster than you.
Yes.
That's who our Niners are. Ronbo, everybody keeps talking about how the Niners haven't been tested yet. Motherfuckers, we're the test. We are the test. People have to go through us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ronbo, we have a defense that will hit you in the mouth.
I got the Give that man a cigar with that. We are the goddamn standard. Right.
We run run this shit, Ronbo. Coast to coast, ocean to ocean. The sun never sets on the empire. You can't get rid of the Niners. We're alive. We're hot right now. Our defense is gonna ride us all the way to the Lombardi, man. And don't get I'm gonna be the first one to talk about this story. Don't let Brock Purdy win the Super Bowl in his home state. Don't let that story happen. There is nothing the only thing that could stop us is he gets hurt and we have to play Josh Johnson. Our quarterback has elevated his team. It's crazy. The third quarterback, the last guy.
All he's got to do is make sure don't do nothing more but distribute. I feel like I was one of the best chefs in the country serving out our dinner. I'm putting this little bit on Debo's plate. I got a little bit I'm putting on in CMC's plate. I got George Kittle, and for dessert I got some IU. You know what I'm saying? I said, and we're pouring a bottle of who was it? Jawan, the vintage year of 2023. I'm Chef Brock.
It's going to be a physical game, Ronbo, and I hope we take it to him, pounding the ball. I heard a caller say something about they think that Dak can run all over us. Try to run a read option. You might get the first one, no doubt. Bosa will crash down on the running back, annihilate your running back. But as soon as you pull the second one, just know Dre Greenlaw, Hufanga, Gibson's going to be waiting for you.
You're right.
Dak. Just know you're not going to run all over us.
And you want that quarterback
you're not
to last
have
the
all
whole
time
game.
to throw either.
Yeah, go ahead, keep running. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because we ain't got a lot of polite guys. If Greenlaw comes around that corner and hits him, he may get flagged, but Dak might be done. So, go ahead.
Yeah. As soon as they get hit, they're going to remember the hit. Bosa didn't finish the game last year. Warner didn't finish the game last year. Come on, man. No CMC on the field. No Brock Purdy on the field. I mean, we won with Jimmy Garoppolo. He was throwing the game away at the end, Ronbo.
Well, he was hurt.
I haven't had the feeling of like the quarterback throwing the game away all year since Brock came in. he takes care of the ball and he's efficient and he just runs the basic offense. And guess what? It's the most efficient, high power offense.
It works. Yeah.
All right, Ronbo. Well, I could talk all day, hype myself up all day.
Come on back Friday.
I'll try to be back in here Friday.
You're looking for you too, Sal. Sure. Good to hear from you too, Feb. You know this. All right.
Yeah, for sure, Ronbo. Always got love for you, man.
Thanks.
Best
back
Niner
at
channel
you,
on YouTube, man. Love you, Ronbo.
Thanks, man. Back at you. You know this. All right. See you Friday, Sal. And 49 Brian says, can we boycott Troy Aikman Sunday, please? You know what? Brian, do you feel Troy sometimes a little bit gets excited about his Cowboys, but not always. I can tolerate Troy. But you know what's funny, because you know who never gets excited about the Cowboys? Well, he actually does. Every now and then. The quarterback that Zach took his job from. Anyway, hey, hey, Z. I wish I could see a minute ago. Oh, see his face. I can't remember his name. Yo, Z. I see. It's Liam in maple syrup country. Liam.
Ronbo.
Liam, what's the quarterback's name that's up in the booth nowadays? Used to play with the Cowboys quarterback, the one everybody loves. Well, people like Troy.
Mr. Aikman.
Hey, no, not Aikman. The other
Mr.
one.
Giant Hand Aikman. No. Tony Romo.
Romo, yeah. Romo. I really like Romo. Romo's one of the better guys. When he first came in the league, I didn't know what he was going to be like. Romo's made for the booth. God, he kills me. So I like him. I'd rather have him than Aikman.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, Aikman's too serious. Romo's a clown when he's up there. But Liam, here he comes.
He gets really emotional, It's so funny sometimes.
Goofy. Saying things off script and in between and interrupting the other guy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Liam, you got the Cowboys. For some reason, their fans are running around saying, Dak is back. Back from what? My God. A lot of people would have beat Tom this past Monday. If I were you guys, I wouldn't brag about that. Skip? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Really? Jesus.
Well, I do think one thing that I find interesting about Prescott is that he doesn't get sacked very often.
True.
Not
often.
Like if you look at the Cowboy team stats on sack, they don't get sacked too often. They sort of rank higher in the league, and lower in the league in terms of sacks. So it'll be interesting to see how
if we sack him in it.
I mean, obviously, our team is pretty stacked, and it's pretty hard to escape Nick Bosa forever. But I do think that'll probably be one of the bigger challenges for the defense, because that's something that we really like, that pressure on the quarterback, whether we register that sack or not.
It's still there.
It's still there. So it'll be really interesting to see how he does. But I mean, yeah, like everyone's been saying. I mean, come on.
But Liam, I'd rather Dak not get sacked. I want him to throw the ball. Dak has been errant on so many throws that I hope the 49ers just pressure him. But guys, don't take him down. Just run past him and make him hurry. And he'll throw the ball right to a receiver. I mean, we're talking about a guy, how many games did he play? 10 games this year? 15 sacks?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That's awful.
Well, they got guys who can make plays. Schultz, Lamb, Elliott, Pollard.
They do.
It'll be interesting. I mean, like the whole, I call it the Jerry Jones effect, He's out there saying things, this week. He's just like whipping it up. Like
he does that every year.
He's a cowboy, with a lasso, and he's just like, he knows what he's doing.
Liam, do you ever watch Marcus Spears on ESPN with Skip? I mean, not Skip, but
yeah, I love that guy.
Marcus Spears. Did you see him today? Jerry Jones went out and made some stupid statements like he loves to do. Marcus Spears sitting in a chair to everybody else's headache. You know what? He's looking up the sky. This is what I'm talking about. Jerry Jones comes out there and is famous. Now, he's one of the best PR marketing men in the world. But he'll come out and make the dumbest statement you've ever heard. Marcus, I was just sitting here thinking the same thing. Jerry Jones is going to get your team killed, okay? That's going to be good. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Liam. I just wanted to interject that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, it's the Jerry Jones effect. Well, I think he has a way maybe of elevating his players, just by kind of creating hype around the game, and that just sort of getting you going as a player, I guess,
Yeah. You're playing with the Dallas Cowboys. You should be proud. You should go out there and make yourself
exactly.
proud. Yeah. Oh, I hate that attitude.
There's something to it, I think.
Oh, yeah. You wear the blue star. You're the man.
Yeah, you're playing in this iconic rivalry. But, I mean, just like with a lot of games, teams hang around until, sometimes the third quarter, but then we lock them up. We just put it away.
That's a good times, yeah.
But there's a couple games on the Cowboys schedule I starred. They did beat the Bengals and they did beat the Eagles.
True.
So something to think about. They obviously can beat the best teams in the league.
Wait. I just realized something.
And we are...
Hurts wasn't there for the Eagle game, the second one, right? That's the one they won. I know. The Eagles mopped the floor with them on the first game. They split this year.
They did.
Yeah.
But they did beat the Bengals early.
Yeah.
And they also did beat the Vikings. I didn't mention the Vikings because, everybody.
I mean, that's the worst beating they gave anybody. Yeah.
The worst.
0.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you look at the schedule and you look at, quotes, the best teams of the NFC, but as somebody just said, we are the test. So,
yeah.
Which is just, honestly, that was such a great line, and I'm glad you enjoyed that as much as you did.
You did. It hit me hard. Because everybody
else said, it was so good. I was like, oh, yes.
We are the test. What do you get out of here with that?
Joking me? Are you joking me? Do you know who we are?
You know, right?
My goodness.
Or Al Pacino, you talking to me? You talking to me?
What's that?
Al Pacino,
the
taxi driver.
You know that bowling? Yeah, exactly. You know that crazy bowling video from ESPN where the dude gets a strike and he freaks out and he's like, what does he say? He says something ridiculous like, who do you think you are? I am. Doesn't make any sense.
And Raider fans love it. I mean, you don't have to bother with Raider fans. They're still saying to this day, y'all ain't played nobody, including you. We almost beat your ass. I mean, almost. We're not playing horseshoes. You guys lost. It sets a blaze every 49ers mind when they keep telling us you haven't played anybody. It's week 2 of the playoffs. Get off it. It's over.
We played lots of great teams. Just pointing out that the Cowboys have played some quality clubs. They've played well, and
gotta give them kudos.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you look at this team that we have; it's just insane.
Right? And by the way,
from the second Brock Purdy stepped on that football field, everything changed, and it's like, in this world where we got all these wars and these viruses and all these stresses and concerns, it's like. It's hard to believe good news. It's like too good to be true.
But Liam, it's going to keep
coming.
But
it seems pretty real.
We got to go, Liam. We're going to get cut off. But listen, Friday,
all right,
we're
looking
for you, and we have more fun with this.
All right. Sir. I plan to watch every Cowboy game between now and then.
Do it. I've been doing it myself. All right, fam. See you Friday.
All right. Bye, Ronbo.
Bye. And Brandon said, hey, what's up? Do you call into the... What's up? How do you call on the show? Brandon, look on the screen. Guys, I get this a lot. Right on the screen, you'll see the info. And then below it, you go into the, you can either on the screen or in the description. Now, we might shut the phone down in a little bit, though, so it might be too late to get in now because when we get a certain amount of people, then we cut it off so we don't want to make everybody wait forever. But I don't want you to wait for an hour and a half more. I'm not going to stay here that long anyway. So, but the information is always going to be on the screen or in the description. You get the phone number and the PIN number, and you get on there. All right. Guerrero. Hey, where's Texas boy? He was in here a little while. Well, you missed him. And he got abused and left. Here comes your big daddy. Defense and offense. Let's go, Niners. And Ronbo, you wanted the Cowgirls. I got them too, boy. Because everything in Texas is better. Who started that? Hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how are you tonight?
Michael, awesome. I'm telling you right now, man. I love it. If this time next week I'm still awesome, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start taking some pills to calm me down.
Me too. I think I am. I'm getting too hyped up, man. I feel like a coach, man, getting all pumped up and hyped, like a football player, pumped up.
Be a coach right now. You watched that Monday night game. I don't know what people take away from it. I thought, well, you know what? This means nothing. A lot of people took a lot of credit for that game and saying, no, that was Tom Brady. I know, but you guys,
but old Pop there.
Man.
And look at the kicker, man. I could probably kick better than that dude.
Isn't he awful?
My grandmother probably kicked balls in the field goal.
All she has to do is put a foot on it. That's all he did. He missed 3 times. And Dak was
like
all
on
the
the
sideline
foot.
getting all pissed off. How you going to do? You going to get mad at your kicker? I would, but you don't show emotions on the sideline.
Yeah, well, the Cowboys already brought in another kicker. No, the Cowboys brought in another kicker.
That's right, huh? They had enough.
Yeah.
In the middle of the game.
They had enough.
They must have found that guy in the stands.
Jimmy Jones a heart attack. I'm going to tell you this. They're lucky they weren't playing against the 49ers that week, because Niners would have just scored like crazy, and all these missed extra points would have been like, thank you. Come again.
You know?
Yeah.
It's we just got to keep Brock healthy, because, last year,
Brock
that game
got to
was
stay
closer.
healthy, man. Brock and Bosa's got to stay healthy. CMC's got to stay healthy. Debo,
because last year,
the whole crew.
People keep forgetting Jimmy G was hurt when we beat him. Hurt Jimmy G actually beat the Cowboys. He fell apart, but he held on long enough to play 4 quarters. And
even all across the line was hurt with the foot.
Right? And then the defense, right? Trent wasn't.
I remember that
game. And then you got Bosa's hurt, and he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody healthy. Man, come on, man. Cowboys ain't got nothing.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a tank. Cowboys, you better watch out. We're coming after you guys.
Can't wait.
Giants, good luck, man. I hope you beat the Birds, man. I'm praying for you. I think they can. I think the Giants can. Remember, he said you never beat a team twice.
I didn't think they were going to win last week against the Vikings. So, with the Cowboys, and I think they're lying to us, Michael, about Hurts. We'll find out this weekend, though. But Papa Dragon just called that he's got some connections. He said that Hurts is healthy and looking just fine out there. I can't wait to see what he looks like.
It doesn't matter. You can be healthy, but what happens if they hit him again? And really,
we already know what Hurts
looks
like.
The running back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping they got the Giants to win, and we win, so we can play the Giants like old school football back in the 80s and 90s. That's what I'm hoping.
That's right. Beat the Cowboys and then beat the Giants. Mm-hmm. And for some reason,
old school football.
Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
Hey, don't count Jacksonville. You never know what Jacksonville. That would be a Cinderella story for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much to ask for.
Main thing is take one game at a time. Main thing, we beat the Cowgirls this week. Send Jimmy Jones back where he belongs. Maybe this will cause him a heart attack. Can't take it no more.
Especially, they keep the camera trained on that glass booth of his. I love Jones going nuts.
We're a bunch of girls. He got so many girlfriends on that booth. I don't even know how many girls.
He's got a harem up there in that booth.
I'm like, yeah, like all these girls, like, ooh, Troy Aikman, forget about him.
You know what, though?
I remember those days
he's been kind of respectful lately. He doesn't really say anything bad about the Niners.
No. He knows better not to.
Yeah.
Because look how many times the Niners played him and they beat him with Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and all those. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
So, I'm hoping. I hope the main thing is run the ball. Just run the ball, that's the main thing. Get CMC out there and run it.
And nothing to do with Brock, but the Cowboys hate that. They hate that so bad when you run the rock, especially the way the 49ers like to run.
Now, do anybody know what the weather's going to be for Sunday night?
I haven't checked into it.
I'm
not checked into that yet.
I want to know what the weather. If anybody in the audience know what the weather's going to be like, let me know.
I think the rain has slowed down now. It's run out of water.
It might rain CMC. If it rains CMC, it means
it's always going to rain CMC. Just get the ball to him. 5 yards, 6 yards from the line. I don't care. Just get him the ball. Him and Debo. Oh man, that run Debo did last week.
And I think the quarterback's going to throw 2 interceptions. That Prescott, he's due for 2 interceptions. He's due.
Probably,
I think he's due. And these safeties that the Niners are corners, they're watching. They're studying him. They're studying how he throws. They're watching. They're studying.
Michael, the worst thing he does,
about studying.
he sits there and looks at the coverage. He looks right at the defender. Maybe Dak may need some eyewear. He looks right at the defender sitting on top of the play, and he throws it. I said, what? Oh, my God.
Maybe he needs glasses. He can't see.
There goes all the way to Dak, that's a touchdown. Oh!
Pick six. I'm hoping we get one pick six this weekend. I love to get one pick six. I love to see that happen.
I want Demo to get it too, because Demo gets no love from most of the fan base. If Demo can pick Dak,
I hope he does.
Oh man, Demo, I've been telling people about you, man. You've been getting better every week. You got 2 in a row last week and next week too. Go Demo, because they're gonna pick on him.
That's right. They pick it. Oh, they will. You watch.
Yeah, they think he's a weak link.
Oh, you watch.
And they're going to have a surprise coming, because you don't want to mess with, going over deep. You're not going to get a chance to throw deep unless you want to be killed. The front line will get you if you take too long to get rid of that ball. Yeah. So, this is going to be fun to watch. Dak's going to try they're going to try it, though.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch that 6:30 Sunday night. Just sit back, have some hot wings with my Niner gear. Oh,
yeah. Get that kill your sauce, too. Get it really hot.
Oh, yeah, get it real hot. I'll get the CFC type of spice. That's right. I can't wait, man. That's the best time to eat.
You don't even feel the heat of the chicken wings. No matter what suicide sauce or whatever, you can't get enough. Mike, we got to go though. We're gonna pull up because it's
all right, buddy.
I think I want to see him Friday. Okay.
Yeah, well, definitely Friday's perfect. Have a good night, boss.
You too, fam. Night. Oh God. Hey, and Brandon, I'm gonna say Cowboys will probably look like a bunch of little kids in the divisional round. The Buccaneers aren't the 49ers, and the Buccaneers aren't even the Buccaneers right now. That's why I say, you guys don't put too much credence in what they just did. That was not special. Well, Rodney Williams, it's ice, baby, too cool. Cowboy fans, be careful what you wish for, because you got us now, and no more running and excuses after this loss. Ooh la la, ooh la 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 la. Hey, we got next here. And Christopher Hengler. It's 5-3 all-time playoffs. Niners got to get this one huge. Game must-win love, fam. 49ers forever and a day. We gon' play. But let's go to see here what we got here. Looks like Josh, come on in and testify as to what do you feel like what the scene of the crime is predicted to be.
I got some bad news for you, Cowboy fans.
Hey, please give it to him.
I'm telling you, Mike McCarthy, he's going to show up. He's never beaten the 49ers in the playoffs.
I forgot. He's been with the Green Bay Packers.
He's going to show up with that dumb. Yep, he's going to show up with that dumbfounded look on his face after he makes these play calls where the 49ers are just going to blow them up.
I don't know why McCarthy, he hasn't learned anything yet. The only reason he played that game close
he's too busy.
Year,
he's too busy eating those chili dogs, Ronbo.
And everybody knows what goes into a hot dog, and they still eat them anyway. And especially if you're eating them too much, it's gonna mess with your mind. That's why. Aaron Rodgers fired him.
I don't know what it is with Troy Aikman. I get it. He was on the Cowboys. I get it, man. Same with Tony Romo. I'd rather have Tony Romo call our games than Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
But like Troy Aikman was after the game. He was saying, he was talking like he was in there, like he was a part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Hey, Dakota, he's due for some interceptions.
He's never not due. He's always about to do that. When you throw double digits and way up in the double digits like that, yeah, you're definitely prone to and not only picks, but he's got to give up a TD. I mean, hey, Josh, I'm standing I've got 10, 15 yards between me and my own goal. And I'm throwing out routes without even looking what I'm doing. I say, Dak, how long have you been playing quarterback?
Yeah.
You do it better going across the middle of the
Yeah,
field at this point in the field. You threw that route, now the defender's got nothing to do but walk backwards. Well, I mean, I'm talking moonwalking into the end zone, you know?
Well, you know, he must have taken a play out of Geno Smith's book, not using his eyes. So
that's amazing how bad that pick was against the Jaguars, and then again against the Washington team. I said, what does Dak see when he does that?
Well, he's the interception machine this year. He really is.
He beat Stafford. And that's saying something.
Yeah, he beat Stafford. It is. And I just want to point out, I don't know how many people are going to disagree with me, probably everybody, but CeeDee Lamb, he doesn't run his routes very well. He misses a lot of his routes. He really does. He misses a lot of his routes, and that boy is afraid of contact. He does not like getting hit. You know who he reminds me of?
Yeah, who?
Dante Pettis.
I was going to say, I wanted to say it. It hit me all of a sudden when you asked that question. Dante, yes.
Yeah, I saw somebody in the chat saying, we should have drafted him or, over Brandon Ayuk. And it's like, no, if we drafted him, Kyle would have cut him.
Because Kyle will call you
let
out.
him go.
If you look like you've got no guts, Kyle doesn't like that at all.
He's not physical. He's afraid of contact. Like, he really is. He's afraid of contact.
I got to watch him closer. He's a finesse receiver. You're right, though. His routes are okay, but they're not Brandon Ayuk like. Yeah, you got a good point there.
Yeah, he hears ghost.
He makes
it showed up in the last
great plays too. And that's you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, and the finesse plays, they can make great plays, but they're not physical. Like they don't want the hit. They don't want to be, contacted.
I'm
not worried about this.
Or Talanoa
I'm not worried about it. Oh yeah, and Huff's due for an interception. It's been a long time since he's gotten one.
You're right. It's been
weeks. It's been a long time. Okay. Yeah, and the Cowboys are sitting here celebrating after they beat old man father time Tom Brady. And
he looked awful, didn't he?
A losing team. Oh yeah, he looked horrible. A losing team in the playoffs. And it's like, guys.
I mean, Tom Brady. All of us have been watching Brady. I really felt bad for him. He looked so sad and pathetic. I said, Tom, what's wrong with you and Evans?
What got to Tom is the divorce. That's what happened. Is the divorce. That's what got to him. And
I agree.
And it's time for him to go. It was time for him to go last year too. But you know what? The Cowboys are not anything serious. They're not. I'm not worried about it. They were trying to give that game away. 4 missed extra points. That's a NFL playoff. That set a record. And Dak was looking bad for a while too.
I know. Did you see Dak stand on the sideline yelling, screaming? You know how many words he said when he missed that last field goal? They get 18 points. It's supposed to be 21.
Yeah, he was trying to pull a Tom Brady.
I mean, Josh, hey, Friday, let's get together and talk about how bad we think it might be. Coming up Sunday, all right?
All right, Ronbo. 4 more days, Cowboys.
That's it.
4 more days.
Great to hear from you, fam.
All right, man.
Have a great night. And there it is. It's Niners all day. Norm, these Cowboys fans keep saying Brock Purdy has never dealt with a defense like Dallas. And I haven't stopped laughing since. And it's Niners all day. Norm, thank you so much. And I just want to say one thing about that. The fact of the matter is Dak did not beat Washington. If anything, the Cowboys have only seen one defense similar to theirs. Not all. After the Cowboys are going to lose. Rest in peace, Cowboy fans. By the way, the weather for Sunday, it's going to be chilly, but there's no rain in the forecast. In fact, the rain stops starting tomorrow, and we go right into next week with cloudy conditions and cooler temperatures. And the 49ers don't care about no cooler temperatures. And they're going to make it hot anyway. Frank and them sandwiches. Frank!
Well,
Frank.
What's up?
Frank, man, I'm just sitting back here tripping because, it's Cowboy time. And, I don't believe this year the Cowboy fans will sit around there hoping too much so they have to bust out crying. They were so disappointed last year because they thought they had a good team. And Trent Williams was walking out of the stadium pointing and laughing at him as he's walking to the locker room. Oh, hey, Frank, that's the only thing. I hope we have a lot of Cowboy fans somehow if they can find some seats and tickets to get in the game and get down there in them $2,000 tickets in the front row where they can be seen. Frank, you got a plan? How you gonna whoop the Cowboys this week?
I ain't just saying Ronbo. They did what they supposed to do. Tampa. What's funny to me though, Ronbo, you listen to ESPN and
Dak is back.
you hear all the chatter, man. You see what Dallas did to Tampa Bay, and I'm like, did y'all see what we did to Tampa Bay? You know what I mean? I think everybody gets misconstrued
Or
about
even
that.
ask the question, did y'all
just
see Tampa Bay? Did they look like somebody who was getting proud about beating?
And Dallas is supposed to do. They did what they supposed to do. You're supposed to beat a horrible team. You beat up a horrible team, but you got to understand, and I listen, and I watch. I see Michael Parsons tweeted talking about, he already starting there. 1-0. No more talking. See y'all Sunday, and then Dallas fans at the end of the game chanting, "We want Niners, we want Niners," and then I don't know if you've seen this clip.
I haven't heard about the fans doing that one either. That's hilarious.
No, it was one of the fans. They was in the crowd, like in the stands, all the Dallas fans. So I guess I don't know if somebody know Debo or his cousin or whatever like that. They FaceTime Debo. So they did. Debo was on FaceTime with the Dallas fans.
Oh.
And they was like, you ain't see that? Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go look it up. I'm gonna look it up immediately. That's a lot of nerve.
Yeah, it's on Beach Report. So they FaceTime Debo in the audience, and then everybody's like, we want, Debo, here we coming. And they like, don't hurt us, Debo. And Debo, they was talking trash, and Debo just put the peace sign up, the two fingers up, like, okay. And just put the peace sign up, and that was it. I was like, see, that's what Cowboys, that's their problem, though, man. They just I don't know, they talk the talk, but then when it's time to play, because they like, we real physical, Ron, but everybody know that, they know that. So the thing is with Dallas, Dak, if you look at Dak is the inconsistency. Dak always, if he plays bad one game, he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back and have a good game. This game right here, I see us getting a couple of picks off of Ronbo. You know what I'm saying? So Dak just inconsistent. But I'm not taking them lightly. I'm not taking them light. They do have a good team. They were 12-5, so they obviously have a good team.
They ain't awful. So no way.
The thing is with how they gonna try to attack us, Ron. But I think they're gonna watch the Oakland game because I feel like Dallas offense similar to the Raiders
and the Hawks. The Hawks tried to do that.
But one thing we also got to remember, Dak had with his tight end, he loved too, Dalton Schultz. You know what I'm saying? We have little issues with tight ends. So with Darren Waller. So they gonna try to attack us, hit us with that, allow play action, and also we just got to stop the run. With Troy Pollard, he is explosive.
That's what I'm mainly worried about.
So so we just got to stop that run because he's real fast. I ain't worried about Zeke. Pollard is more explosive. He get that ball as a little young and fast. He got a lot of little burst. So we just got, as long as we shut that run down, it makes no one dimension.
But what you should, if I was the Cowboys, I would throw the ball to Dak. I mean, not Dak, but Zeke and Pollard. Because you start sailing that ball deep, you'll get picked. Why? Because the pressure's going to be terrible up front. The 49ers are waiting for Dak to do that. If he doesn't go into underneath stuff, he start going downfield, he'll get ate up. I hope he does, though.
Oh. No, it's all right now. And also, you got to know too, though. Mooney came from over there. He used to play with Dallas.
Did he start over there?
He went practice against that. He played with that. I remember he was talking. He said he picked out. He got a pick in practice against that. And he was talking about that. This back like in the beginning of the season when we first got him. So like I say, I just feel I don't see us losing this game. Anything can happen, but I don't. As long as we play our game, you know what I'm saying? As long as we play our game, we should be able to come out on top.
That anything ain't gonna happen unless we're the Vikings or somebody like that. The 49ers got blood in their eye already. We had home a couple of weeks, kick back, relax. We got an extra day rest. They got an extra day less. This game is table set for the 49ers going to just beat the brakes off the Cowboys. Playing it on. No count. Oh, man.
I don't want it close, Ron, but I want us to really embarrass. I really want us to beat the brakes off. Because like you say, we healthy. We more the healthier team. We had 2 days, all more time to prepare for them. Man. We just healthy and more physical, Ron. So I really don't see this. It shouldn't be close. But, I don't want to go down to no fourth down, fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
I want Johnson,
nail biter.
like you. I want Johnson in the fourth quarter running out the clock, last 4 or 5 minutes to go.
Yeah. I want us to try to score an early possession, Ron. But remember how you did the Diggs last year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, like I said, it's just too many weapons, Ron. I just don't see it. I just don't see us really losing this game. The only way we lose is we shoot our own self in the foot. So I know how we veterans, we've been there. You know what I'm saying? So we know what not to do, what we're supposed to do, and I feel like the team's gonna be.
And even if Brock is a rookie, he's got veterans around him to know what they're doing. Yeah.
But this is a good year for us to. This is a good year for us to. Really do something special.
Make it happen.
I ain't gonna talk Super Bowl. It's one game at a time. Let's take it down. I ain't worried about the Giants and Philly game. We gotta take care of what we need to take care of.
Watching that.
So
Frank,
we gotta punch our ticket to the next to the game. To the NFC Championship.
Frank,
have a good one, Ronbo. Have a blessed one. I love you.
Yeah.
Okay, see y'all on Friday. Have a blessed one. Love you, Ronbo. Fish sandwich for everybody, y'all. So
can't wait for the fish sandwiches to fly Friday, Sunday.
Yeah, let's get it started, Ronbo. All right.
Say hi to Moms for us. We appreciate it being on board with us until the end of the playoffs. Night, fam. Yeah, we just did that. We're looking over here. Hey, Levi.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Levi, you know what's up. It's another week of playoff football. And this will be the second week in a row that I wasn't trembling inside. You know that? I should be, because the Hawks gave us hell in the first half, scared the bejesus out of me. But you know what?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just don't believe the Cowboys got more thunder than even the Seahawks. I could be crazy. Levi, no, I like the way Kyle Shanahan went out and politely, like a diplomat, said all the nice things in the media today. Yeah, they're a good team, and one of the reasons why they are as good as they are is they got this, they got that, they do this, and they're even a better unit this year than they were last year. Stop it, Kyle.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay, Ronbo. All right, Ronbo. First, yes. I have to be the
voice
bad
of reason?
guy for right now.
No. Howard was the voice of reason as well.
First, I want to ask you a question, Ronbo.
Please, I'm ready.
Who did you pick to win that game on Monday?
Wait. Let me put my hand up. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. All right, Howard.
There you go.
Levi, go ahead.
All right. Who do you pick to win that Monday game? Remember, you just did the thing. Be honest, Ronbo. Who did you pick to win that game?
Yeah, Levi, why would you come in here and embarrass me like this? I picked the Bucks.
Okay, that's exactly why the Cowboy fans are acting crazy. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other 49er fans probably thought the Bucks was going to win too. But Ronbo, know who get to talk the jump, because guess who picked the Cowboys to win that game?
Levi.
Your boy Levi. I knew. I'm not blinded by my dislike for the Cowboys like a lot of people are. People dislike the Cowboys. You see them make some mistakes, so you just say they're going to lose because that's what you want.
15 yards on you, Levi, for unsportsmanlike contact. That was just mean. You set that question up, and you knew I had to sit here and tell you that I picked the Bucks. I'm embarrassed.
I would have rather get a lot of the callers that was like overconfident. For one thing, Kyle's right. The Cowboys are a better team. This is why. Sometimes we get blinded because Dak Prescott's been making some bad mistakes, but guess what? He also won a lot of those games too. And we know Dak Prescott can put points on the board if we give him time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
if we give him time, that's what I was thinking.
That's why I did not like that. I did not like that comment about, just run by him and give him pressure. Because if Dak Prescott can throw the ball, he got a lot of good receivers too. It's not just CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz, but they got T.Y. Hilton. If you saw some of the stat lines, he was making plays too. You got Michael Gallup. They got weapons.
Who's been, by the way, has been underperforming this year. But go ahead.
But they're making plays. They played well. And you might be saying, well, Levi, sounds like you think they're going to win. But you also got to remember who I picked to win in the divisional round. The 49ers. Everything is going so far as I said. They're going to win that game, Ronbo.
Levi.
And then everybody's going to be confident. They're going to be like, yeah, they're going to gain their confidence back because they're going to be like confident again because, you won a game against Tom Brady. You're afraid of that Tom Brady pixie dust.
I know, but you know what? Tom Brady, the Bucs looked like they weren't even serious about that game and didn't feel like playing in the playoffs this year. That was the worst performance by the Bucs all year. They looked like butt cheeks. I mean, Mike Evans and Tom had been connected for a couple of weeks here, and all of a sudden they don't know what each other's doing. I'm watching the Bucs defense that used to be good, and all of a sudden they look awful. It's like, Bucs, did you get paid? What are you doing? I don't believe it.
Well, some of the leaders are hurt, like Shaq Barrett, and I'm pretty sure they got some other people that was hurt that usually keep them together. It'd be like, what if we lost Fred Warner?
Yeah,
how do you think we would perform? My defense might not be as good when you got your captain of your defense, your main captain of your defense not there.
All of our linebackers are the shit, though. I mean, I don't know if it may come down some, but not enough for a team to take full advantage.
You do watch
the
game and you be saying,
you need leadership.
You see your captain. Yeah, because you see in a game, like you pay attention to the games, you see certain players not in position, and you see the leader saying, "Hey, putting them in the right position."
Yeah, you got to
take away a key player
as a leader.
Yeah, so if you take out a player that's usually making sure everybody's in the right position, then the team suddenly a little extra sloppy. Even though you say, "Wow, they still got enough of that good defensive players." Sometimes if you miss that key player, it can really suck the life out of you.
Yeah, because the 49ers got a certain amount of swag about them, and that's led by certain individuals on that. And you look at every position on this team has a Hall of Famer damn near on it, right? And so that's why.
Here's the last thing. And Ronbo, here's my last little Cowboy credit thing. That last year that we bragging about, you also got to realize the true reason why we won. The Cowboys was getting penalties like no tomorrow. They didn't know how to play football. They didn't know no rules, no nothing. They making the all-time worst plays.
They was intimidated.
Plays that I'm not thinking they're going to make again.
Levi,
I don't think they're going to make that record amount of.
Levi, here's the thing. Nick Bosa got took out in the first quarter, which scared the bejesus out of me. Jimmy Garoppolo, no matter what anybody says about him, was going to take them apart, even with that bad hand. They finally got to Jimmy and body slammed him on that shoulder, right? So now I got Jimmy G out there trying to finish the game, and I got no Nick Bosa, and we still held on to beat them. So it is what it is. But
because they'll continue to make stupid plays. At the end of the game, Dak Prescott didn't know the rules of the football and handing the dang in the boy instead of giving him an opportunity to get an upset.
That's my favorite.
If we really look at it, the game was a lot closer than we like to think it was.
Yeah. Well.
And a lot of things went in, and I say we still win because we gotten a lot more better than they did. So we should win this game.
Exactly. And also you added Christian McCaffrey to that
thing
offense.
About that the Cowboys aren't a better team than they were last year is not true. They have weapons. They have receivers. They have a lot more receivers than they had last year.
That was Kyle being nice. Levi, we got to go, and you know how we do. We go see you on the Friday show, and I can't wait.
All right, Ronbo. And remember, in Kyle I trust. If he says it, it's probably somewhat true. Somewhat. All right, Ronbo. Have a good one. See you Friday.
You too, man. Looking forward to it. Yo, all right, fam. Boy, I tell you what. Hayden Barrett, the TNT Slayer. And Hayden actually beat him so bad they've left and not come back. TNT. What you guys? Hayden's in there bragging. Hey, the TNT Slayer is back and is back with vengeance. Purdy is a man, but our D needs to step it up if we want to win the bowl. Beat them cowgirls. Beat them boys. Time for our D to smash Dak. And let's go. Listen, you know what? Don't be, hey, thanks for that contribution, fam. Really appreciate it. Guys, don't be confused. the defense is not going to give up. They've had their moments this year when they've had lapses, but they're far and few between. Even last week when the Seahawks came up with that 20th point, what they had, 20-something? The 49ers had already quit playing. The game was over. When they have to beat you up, they'll beat you up. And they're going to be ready for him with Cowboys, no doubt. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Bethel, there's people thinking that the defense is all of a sudden getting soft. How many, you can count on one hand this year how many times the defense wasn't lethal. Yeah. So now that the offense is finally getting better, and as I said when McCaffrey first got here, I said, you guys, you know what? We got something here. Let's give a few weeks here and see what happens. And sure enough, McCaffrey's as comfortable as you're going to get in that offense, and now that offense has exploded. So, I don't think that we should start thinking because the offense is looking good that the defense is all of a sudden going to start sliding. The Cowboys are still in deep trouble. But Bethel, what do you think? And how would you attack the Cowboys this week?
Yeah, one thing people should realize is that they told Fred Warner that the Dallas Cowboys have a better defense and playing a better defense than the Niners.
Wait, who told Fred Warner?
I think that's gonna.
Wait, Bethel, you always have.
Yeah, they told them.
When did that happen?
There was inside the locker room, and they were interviewing Fred Warner, and one of the reporters told them, "Hey, did you hear that? That the Dallas Cowboys have a better defense and they're playing better than you guys. What do you think about it?" And Fred goes, "Oh, that's what they're saying. Oh, okay." So that's gonna pump them up.
Oh, I gotta watch the whole press conference. I only watched a few people.
Yeah, and another thing is that they should realize is that Tom Brady
was through.
The referees were not helping out Tom Brady this one. They were helping out the Dallas Cowboys because I seen some holdings. I seen some calls that they didn't call for Tom Brady, and I see a bunch of stuff. Even the Dallas Cowboys fans said it. They go, "Hey, I didn't, I'm happy that we won, but I didn't like how they won it because the referees helped them out." And because if you imagine, who do you want the Niners to play? I don't think they're gonna raise the tickets up for Tom Brady.
I know. You're right. The league.
They don't want to see Tom Brady get his ass whooped.
Or the Vikings.
They want to see the Cowboys. And then plus, if the Cowboys put up all these points and they all look all good, now you got two high. Yeah, you got two high-powered offense. You have two high-powered defense. That's gonna be a show to watch for.
That's gonna be the marquee game of the night. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And if you look at the tickets, there were 100. There were like 100 and something. They went up to $400, $500, $600.
Yeah, I heard standing room was $600.
The Cowboys gonna win. If they were Tom Brady, they would have been still low. So,
well, I don't know. It's Brady. You still got to charge for Brady. People just want to look at Brady, even if he's not going to beat you. He's gonna bring in premium prices too. But
but they were not gonna put us in that top. In that at-night game.
Top bracket, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know why they. Why they put Sunday night. Oh, it's Monday night. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bethel, we got Bill Vinovich this weekend. Does that concern you? Yeah, that kind of bothers me.
Oh yeah, because my friend told me that the Dallas Cowboys are gonna win not because of our team, because of the referees. They're going to win because they want America's team to win, because they haven't went to a championship in I don't know how long, and that's why they're going to win. So,
you know what?
If we lose because of the referees, now you know why.
Well, Bethel, first though, because make sure that's what they're thinking in New York, because here's the thing. The Cowboys have one thing going on, but Dak sucks this year for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you look at the situation here with Brock Purdy being the last guy picked in the draft, and he comes in and orchestrates a drive through the playoffs to get them all the way to the Super Bowl, do you know how many tickets that's going to sell? You see, because 49ers are surrounded by a bunch of blue chip players. Most of them are Pro Bowlers. I think the league knows that's going to sell tickets even more. Television viewingship could set an all-time record if Brock Purdy goes to the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes. This will be an all-time biggest selling game in viewer history.
Yeah,
they might be favoring
there is
us.
Supposedly they want I think it was Broncos to go because of the tragedy that happened there, and they want Dallas to go there because then
then
the Buffalo Bills could get their first championship, and that will be a better story than the one that we have.
Because the Bills will have to change their area code. Right now, the Bills' area code is 044. And can you imagine if they lose again and Super Bowl be 045? I kind of like to see that happen. I got some friends in Buffalo. They won't let me down. Hey, Ron, if you come in and say anything about the Buffalo area code, I swear to God, you are not coming in here. They get married, Joe. Joe,
hopefully,
I didn't make that up. Yeah,
the Niners
saying it.
Yeah, hopefully the Niners could, do what they're gonna do and not let the outcome go through the referee.
I know. I hate it when they get to determine games. Bethel, we're gonna have to go.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Bethel, and I love the news you gave about Fred. I didn't even hear that one. I watch all of them, but I don't always watch all of them. I gotta go back and check that out.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And one, I was gonna say, and one thing the one thing that Rams tried to do last year and it didn't work was that they always say whoever wins the Super Bowl, their fan base goes higher. Their fan base, rises up to the top. That's why they give them a Super Bowl, and it didn't work. Their fan base didn't go to the top. Nobody went for them anymore. So that's why they're in the bottom right now.
Good call, Bethel. We really gotta go. I'm gonna tell you what. I'll see you Friday. Get ready. All right, fam. Have a great night.
Punch the like, and let's go Niners.
Taking a shot at Rudy's a pretty thing. All right, night, fam. Rudy, ooh la la. Rudy, don't you wish you could sing ooh la la? Yeah. Area code is 970. You're in Colorado. Mountain High. Colorado, 970. Get in here. Risen mama, take me home. Country roads, Elvis.
Yo, what's up, bro?
I was just having a good time. It's so much fun being a 49er fan this year. I mean, it's obscenely ridiculous. Nobody should have this much fun, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just too much of a good time. And Kyle Shanahan still being polite, maintaining the status quo. He's not embarrassing anybody. He's saying all the nice things, so we don't have to say, "Oh, your coach has no class." Meanwhile, the Cowboys out there saying, "Yeah, hey, Fred, it's been said in Dallas land that not you, but they have the best linebacking core and defense in the NFL." They said that. I love Fred. They said that. Fred, they talking about you, man. Ellis, you got Bill Vinovich this week. You got a 49er fan. I mean, the team is probably not about to think about losing to no Cowboys. You can tell Nick the way he talks lately that we got a good team here. What we don't want to do is we want to waste this opportunity. What are you thinking, Ellis? How are you going to attack the Cowboys this week?
Shit, I mean, if we play our ball, Ronbo, there's no way that we lose this game. You talk about Bill Vinovich. You know how we feel about him.
Boy.
And I was waiting to talk about that. I'm glad. I'm glad. Was that Bethel that was in there just talking about it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if they try to get us, y'all. Don't be surprised if they try to get us, y'all. I know we hyped and we ready, and I mean with this winning streak, this team that we got, this is a Super Bowl ready roster. We've had this roster since 2019, you know, we had a little the injury bug that hit us in 2020, but we've been Super Bowl Lombardi ready since 2019. Let's not get it twisted. And you know, somehow, some way, we always end up getting fucked over. It happened to us last year. It happened in 2019. We cannot let. I don't know if Jimmy Ward is listening. Jimmy, talk to the boys and tell them we cannot let this be in the hands of the referees. Do not let it happen, y'all. Don't do that. Run up the score, plow these clowns over, and let's blow them out big time.
Yeah, no fouls.
So even when the referees do start to try to cut up, we got too much of a lead, and we coming right back after y'all go with that bullshit call, whatever flags they're throwing, because you know it's going to happen. We will be able to compensate for that by having a nice, comfortable lead, at least, 14 or more points. I mean, the way they struggle with everybody else, the Cowboys ain't really that damn good. They played good against the Buccaneers, but we blew the Buccaneers out the damn water, and we could have beat them by even more than that.
Far more than they did. Exactly.
So I don't want this to be in the hands of the referees. I'm tired of that. I'm tired. And then because they always say, oh, you guys always blaming it on the refs. And it's like,
because
they don't know what it is to be. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They don't know what it is to be us and be basically the ones that have to deal with this shit almost every season. Unless we're having a losing season. Then we don't get those we don't have to worry about it being in the hands of the referees. But we can't play games close like that to where we allow there to be that control where the refs can do that. Yeah. I don't want that to happen because we are too damn good this year, man. I mean, we've been good, but boy, the good is so good right now.
It's just ridiculous.
I mean, it's just impossible for us to lose. Honestly, the Cowboys aren't a shit team, but they're not better than we are.
No.
They got a good defense, but they're not better than our defense. Our defense outshines. That's why we're number one for a reason. And I know they're ranked. Are they first in getting to the quarterback, or is it getting sacks or something like that? What's that stat?
Yeah, they're the best there is at getting to the quarterback.
Okay.
I got to look at those stats and so I can correct Kyle. We haven't got as many sacks as we probably should. I guess they do. They might have a couple more, but I bet
because we get held all damn day when they never call flags. You know how that goes.
And Vinovich is not going to call holding.
But they got Nick Bosa in a full Nelson. You know what I mean? And he's they got the rest of our guys. You know what I mean? And getting pulled and tugged on. There's all kind of shit that they don't call. We are damn lucky that we get the flags that we do. That work into our benefit. Because most of the time we don't get them.
I know.
Unless you're obvious like Pete Carroll and you got the lineman downfield and shit, doing what he was doing. He's been doing that all season long. You can rest assured. They just now decided to call the flag on him probably.
And that's why he was so shocked, looking like, what? You guys always let me get away with that.
Yeah, he had his mouth open, looking like the screen mask. He had his jaw drop.
You know what, Ellis? I do want to see Nick just lose it one time. When one of the linemen's got him in a chokehold, taking him all the way down to the dirt, Nick just get up. Ref, what do I have to do to get a call? Wait, listen, your brother pissed me off the other day. You know what? You know who my family is? But I had to put the threat on him,
right.
We'll have a horse head sitting in your
I'm gonna make a call at halftime. Yeah, I think at halftime I'm gonna make a call or something, Call one of those people.
Do this to Nick every game. And nobody's God, that's bad.
Yeah.
So,
Well, one thing we got really, though, to look forward to is that we got a fully healthy team. It's been a long time since we've had all of our people in. And, I mean, we lost Nick and with a concussion last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last year. So the fact that, we'll be able to have all these, hopefully no concussions, no season ending, no game, no game time losses or anything like that.
Busting up the quarterback's shoulder. Let him play the 4 quarters. And that means the Cowboys get an ass whooping. I just know it.
Yeah, Jimmy, hit him while he's still on their feet next time, baby. That's all. Hit him when he's standing. I know you want to lay somebody down. I know they call you the eraser for a reason, but just make sure that he's on his 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't afford to have that this game.
I know, because he does get a little crazy.
I love it.
I do, but he's got to control.
I love it. Hit CD like that. Yeah, hit CD like that. Hit Schultz like that. You know what I mean?
Wimp him out for the rest of the game. Ellis, we got to go. Yeah. And I can't wait to see you Friday. Bring your score with you.
Let's get ready, y'all, man. It's the countdown, y'all. We waited all season for this, so I just want us to be able to, claim our victory. It belongs to us.
Damn.
It belongs to us. Got Lombardi. So let's try to get it, man. Come on, let's take it.
Up. All right.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you for the platform, fam.
Thank you.
As always.
Give a shout out to that.
And yes, sir, man. Thank you. Hit that
right.
like, subscribe, man. Y'all know where you're at, man. Wipe your feet. And the outsiders, y'all keep watching from the outside, because we in.
Everybody, we're out here. Night, Ellis. There we go. Hey, let's go check out Merrick. Hey, Merrick.
Hey, Ronbo.
Merrick, come on in, man. We're just having a good time. It's trash talking week. God, it's so much fun to take out the trash.
I'd like to call it more often, but a lot of times I'm
know,
doing
right?
stuff so I can only call it later in the day.
I thought you were trash talking. Hey, no, Merrick, it's okay. Glad to have you tonight, Merrick. We're looking at things like Bill Vinovich is going to be making the calls this week. And also the Cowboys got a short week to try to get ready for a team that took a break this week. All things are pointing our direction except for Vinovich. Vinovich can't hurt us if we're steamrolling along. He can, but you know what? I've always told people, how a referee can manipulate games is he can stop drives that can actually swing momentum, and that's what they do. Vinovich is a master at it. We do have that to look forward to. But, when you're just that good, I don't see it. Cowboys are not that bad as I'm making them sound. But, Merrick, you know this. How do you attack the Cowboys this week? Kyle Shanahan said all the right things in his press conference today, but you're going to run the ball and run it a lot and be real physical. The Cowboys hate smash-mouth football. What are you thinking?
Yeah, well, I think if Tom Brady was like a year or two younger, they would have beat the Cowboys because Tom Brady was missing all kinds of throws. It's kind of sad.
No, like I've never seen before. That's why.
It's not like the Cowboys were making tons of plays. Tom Brady was just missing tons.
Well, it is time for Tom to go. I mean, his mind is not on football. He's had a terrible tragedy in his family this last year, starting all the way from early in preseason. Either Tom needed to take a year off. If he insists on playing, he should have took this season off. I feel bad for him. I don't want to see him look like that. Yeah. Even though I like beating him, but I don't want to see him look like that. That was sad.
Yeah, I think it's time to retire. I mean, I don't know what he's left to play for. He's won 7 Super Bowls. He's got a ton of records. I don't know what's left to play
Nobody's ever
for.
going to catch up with him. No one quarterback. Never.
Yeah.
The league is too different now.
But as for the Cowboys, I really don't see them beating us unless we either A, shoot ourselves in the foot, or B, the refs decide to screw us over, which I don't know if you saw my comment on Instagram. I'm hoping they're pulling for us this time.
Which one, the refs?
I don't think anyone outside of Dallas wants to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
No, I think we still have the Brock Purdy factor. As long as he's out there, I think the league will take their hitmen off us as far as the referees. I really do. Because he makes the most marvelous story. When you got LeBron James from the NBA, the king, sending out tweets saying, look at that. The world is watching. If that kid gets all the way to the Super Bowl, 23 years old, he was the last guy drafted in the... What? God, that's a beautiful story. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think the 49ers should have this in the bag. I mean, we're a much better team when we beat them last year. Cowboys aren't too much better than last year, and plus they have some injuries. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah,
their starting left
I heard
tackle,
something about
Jason Peters, has a hip injury, and their second corner has a knee injury.
Ooh. Yeah, injuries are as they always tell us, Merrick. Injuries are a part of the game. Yeah, okay. You know what? That sucks that you even say that. My team was healthy. It's football, Ronbo. Stop crying. Oh, okay. I'm done. I got nothing else to say. I always get shut down when I'm face-to-face with some people. They're just stupid. If your team was hurt, you wouldn't be saying that. God. That's all right.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is that Jason Peters injury could really hurt the Cowboys. He's their best lineman.
Yeah. Well, they got a couple of guys, and like Kyle says, all of them are good. But, you're right. So how
Yeah,
bad?
I think
Peter's
if
got a
the
hip
refs
injury. Yeah,
steal
that'll
this
slow
game
you down.
from hip injury. Yeah, I think if the refs steal this game for us, I'm convinced that we're never going to win the Super Bowl because the NFL just has it out for us all the time for some reason.
Yeah, Eddie D. Bartolo really pissed off a lot of people. The whole league kind of lost face. In those days, you didn't do things that would publicly humiliate an entire league like that. Eddie really pissed them off. And then you had
they're going to keep screwing us until he's dead or something.
You know? And then Colin Kaepernick, his staging protests and getting the whole league to start doing that. Oh, the owners. He was the most hated man in the league that year by every last owner because they felt he was taking money off their taking money out of their pocket. So, and Jed York supported it the whole way. So, we're not, amongst league circles, we're that liberal organization that's conservatives, and most of the owners are conservative thinking. And by the way, Republicans, I'm not taking a shot at you. I'm just saying sometimes that's the way it works, and that's probably what's taking place. So, yeah.
I just think it's finally, I'm going to be a Cowboys fan for a second. It's our year.
It's got to stay that way, too, because there's no reason, talent-wise, we have any real reason to be kowtowing to the Cowboys or anybody else. I don't think the Eagles are so much better than the 49ers. I really don't. And so I'm looking for the 49ers to actually, if they don't win the division, I'd be actually surprised.
Mm-hmm. And I think we'll take out any AFC team except the Chiefs. I'm a bit worried because I don't want to go on all this revenge hype and then we lose again.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about the Chiefs this time. If there's a team the Chiefs don't want to see after what happened the first time, you better believe it's the 49ers. Especially if we go into that game healthy. Oh, and they beat our butts again, the most humiliating loss we had this year. Oh, I know the 49ers want another shot at them. Something bad. If they had their choice, I bet you they would tell you, no, we'd love to have the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Yeah, because, the rest of them teams, we don't give a damn. But the Chiefs, we do give a damn about them. You bring them. Guarantee you. But anyway, Mac, you want to add anything else? We're gonna be back Friday looking for you. Otherwise?
No, I just think it's going to be Bills, Chiefs, and championship, and it's going to be Niners.
Eagles.
Honestly, I think it's going to be Niners, Giants, and the NFC.
You really? Some people do believe in the Giants. It would be fun.
Hey, refs sometimes makes you play poorly.
Yeah, it really does. All right. See you Friday, Merrick.
All right, see ya.
And Melvin Gwintu. Is it Gwintu? Hey, good evening, Mr. Ronbo. Go over the last Cowboys game, seeing what they can do. How confident are you this Sunday game? Have a good night. Melvin, all I need to do is say Washington versus Dallas. If that bothered Dallas, if anything like that bothers Dallas, even watching the Jags pick six to victory against Dallas, as did Washington, this is just a reflection upon the Dallas Cowboys are not as good as they were last year, and the 49ers are definitely as good as last year, maybe a little bit more. Well, no doubt about it. As soon as Christian McCaffrey put on a 49er uniform, we were automatically better than last year. So, see, the defense is not going to give up a lot of points this week. I can't imagine that. Cowboys are not. So I don't see why the 49ers wouldn't win this game. McCaffrey and Debo both. I got 107. I got 300 yards damn near between those two alone, and that's just those two. So I want to see this. Z, let's check out Z again. Z, thanks Melvin for that contribution. Z. Yeah, I really do think Z's either having tech problems or something. Hey, yo, Jay. Jay. JJ.
Hey, how you doing, Ronbo?
Listen, JJ's calling us from downtown India.
Yeah, racist Ronbo hanging up on me. This is some bullshit.
We're sorry. As the White House Secretary said, we've addressed that issue on several different occasions, and I have said it 1,000 times. Everything's politically structured nowadays. Every time, no matter what you do, it's political. Even when you're sitting in your family with your own dinner table. Now, that can't be true. Now, I have actual proof that at this hour, this is what took place, and I was never responsible for what took doing place in that action. That's what Dak Prescott's saying about last week's game. Or Tom Brady. Hey, JJ, were you impressed with the Cowboys win over the Tampa Bay Bucks? I don't know why people are talking about that. Dak is back. From where? Oh, God, stop it. JJ, give me something, man. What are you thinking here?
Well, first, I got to tell you to bite your tongue, Ronbo. You said that was the worst performance from Brady all year long. I believe there was a team that beat the shit out of him even worse about 5 or 6 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, it was us.
We did.
With a brand new rookie quarterback.
But Brady made at least a couple of plays when we played him, didn't he? But they didn't make any plays yesterday. That was just ridiculous. I think, Tom, what's wrong with you? Did you guys practice this week for this game or what? Because they look a little better against us than they did Dak. I mean, the Cowboys, they tried. They looked like they were trying.
At the beginning of the game, Ron, I was laughing because I really didn't know who I wanted to win. I didn't want to face Brady, and
same here.
I'm not happy about what happened. Really, I didn't. But at the same time, Ron, I don't want to play the Cowboys. I would rather lose to the GOAT than to the Cowboys.
Yes, good point.
I'm not. Some people like that we're playing the Cowboys. Well, a lot of people like that we're playing. I hate it. I can't lie. I hate it. If there is a chance that we lose to these dudes, I'm gonna hate it forever.
Yeah, we have to hide.
My cousin's gonna be on my ass. All my supposed friends are gonna be on my ass. I can't stand it. But
it is frightening.
I got to give a shout out to Levi. Levi was actually, he brought us down back to earth. It is what it is. But again, they did have a better squad last year. Seriously, they did.
The Cowboys or 49ers?
They did do a lot of stupid calls. No, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Now they lost Amari Cooper.
Yeah, and
I looked at it, Roman, and this is without being biased. I don't know a single player on their team that is better on our team at that whatever position. Michael Parsons is not better than Bosa. CeeDee Lamb, that was perfect. Yeah, he is. That scrawny little bastard, he is a Dante Penis, period. That's all he is. He's Dante.
That's a good comparison. I hadn't even thought about that connection. I mean, that comparison. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like shout out to Jalen. Jalen hit it to Salvador. That was we are the test, baby.
No, we're not awesome.
Highlight word of the night. That was awesome.
I tell you.
But man.
Yeah, stop telling us we haven't been tested. We are the damn test. You know, that is such a good point. When it comes to, like, don't ask us about us. We are the predator. We are the team out there that's waiting for that deer to jump out of the bush. That's true, actually.
The closest you can get is maybe Dak versus Purdy. But Purdy has showed me enough where I'm like, this kid is like, if Jimmy was healthy, I'm sorry, Jimmy, you got to take a back seat now. I got to roll with kid now.
And Skip Bayless, Skip Bayless still says that Dak is better than Purdy. I don't know where he gets that from. Dak, why are you Skip? What are you talking about? You saw Dak just get creamed by the Washington team. Brock didn't have any problem with Washington. Oh my God.
That's so funny, brother, because I was gonna address that because you see this clown actually said that CMC is gonna have a worse game or Paul is gonna have a better game than CMC.
Wow.
Did you know Kyle's a master at the run game, and you got the best running back in the entire league right now?
I don't understand what Skip's thinking. He sets himself
and then
up.
Pollard against this defense?
Oh.
Don't think we forgot about what you said during DeMar a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
We still hate you.
Well, that's what it was. I watched now the way to get skewered. And actually, it's really funny because what's his name? I think it was serious when Skip called and called him out on what kind of matter was. He said the wrong thing. Shannon finally got mad. He wasn't playing. He was pissed. And then the next week he says what he says about like DeMar, and I said, that show got canceled one night.
I was hoping he'd get fired. Really, I would. It's like, come on, dude. You're damn near as bad as Grant Cohn.
God damn, Skip.
But you always gotta have a good guy and a bad guy on the show, otherwise it's not really entertaining. But the thing with the refs too, I am worried about the refs, Rumble.
I know, but Vinovich is Been a bitch.
But I guess you guys, bro, been a bitch. That's who been a bitch.
You know, he's really scary. I don't.
But no,
his crew, they're still there. I don't know why the NFL didn't
gotta
grade
ask
them
you,
as
I
being
mean,
poor.
I got this. I don't know if a lot of you guys must not have Instagram, but man, if you follow J-Dub, because everybody was pissed at him last week when he blasted Geno Smith.
I know.
I remember specifically J-Dub saying, "Don't run on us to these quarterbacks. You want to run on us, we're gonna blast you. Just one time. That's all you need to get the point across. Don't run on us."
You know,
I knew exactly why he did it.
And there you go, because I didn't know he said that, because, you know, you can't say things like that and not make them happen, because then they'll think, oh, he's just out here talking trash. So I just didn't, but we were ahead in the game, so it's okay.
He said it like three weeks ago or so, Ronbo.
I never heard. Why did you remind me of that? Okay, so tomorrow, if Dak runs and Jimmy nails him.
Who did he do it on? Oh, it's when we played the Chargers. Remember he blasted
Herbert?
What's his name? No, Drake Greenlaw did it to Herbert, and he got ejected. Remember?
Oh yeah, I know.
Jimmy said it. It's like, don't run on us. I was like,
I didn't know the word was out though. Okay, so
Yeah,
we need
that
to be
was a minute
worried
ago.
because Dak's going to try it, because Dak's winning more of these last 2 or 3 games like I've never seen.
I
before.
hope he tries it.
He'll
Get blasted.
He better slide, and he better slide early.
Oh, one more thing that you got to look on Instagram, Ron, and a few callers said it earlier. I saw it too. Somebody called Debo during the end of the game.
I just heard about
that. Of all players, you're gonna go after Debo?
Just why would you get him pumped up? Call Christopher McCaffrey, Cowboys, please.
Call Jimmy Garoppolo. That's the only one that you're not gonna get a response from.
Oh yeah, right there. I wish they would call
He's gonna
George
wave at
Kittle.
you, hey.
Can you? Yeah, you know how Kittle is.
No.
Kittle would toy with him. Hey, good to see you guys for the last time. You know what? I'm glad you called. And George would then rattle off a tirade of just madness, because George Kittle's out of his mind. That kind of thing he'd eat up.
Now, Robert, there's a small handful of players I would not have ever done that to. Debo was one of them. Fred Warner's another one. J-Dub, and definitely Bosa. I would not have done it.
Oh God,
but
Nick.
It just helped me.
JJ, I got to go look at these things. I'm glad you guys are pointing these things out. I've been missing. I'm loving it. Now, I tell you what, JJ, let me see you Friday, and we can get together and talk some more 49er football and how we go beat that Cowboy ass.
Hey, stay humble, you guys. I mean, I think we'll beat them, but
this team is too good now. It used to be we had to think about it, but now that Chris McCaffrey's arrived, my God, it's obscene. All right, fam. I'll see you Friday.
All right, bud. Have a good one.
I mean, last week's stats. I'm seeing 133 for Debo. 133, I think, was that Debo or was that McCaffrey? Well, both of them were just ridiculous, both running and catching. I said, how's the team going to deal with all that? And that's only 2 guys. If George Kittle takes a cut of this pie, and Ayuk's doing it every week as well, what are you going to do? And the defense is sitting back there, hey, I want to thank you guys for helping us out for a change. You know what I'm saying? We got this. Hey, Casey. Casey. Oh, see. You know, I thought I just did. Brandon, they said.
Ronbo, what's shaking, man?
Hold on a second. I was just told about this. Hold on a second. They said 1107 wasn't the right code when I called. 11 and 0 and 7.
Yeah, Ronbo, can you hear me?
About somebody's winning record. Brandon, we stopped because we're over time. So you got to get a little earlier next time, please, Brandon. And looking forward to see you Friday. Thanks for that contribution, though. All right. I didn't know they were talking about that. Was a joke on the code. 11 and 07. 1-1. That's
Ronbo,
the
can you hear
Seahawks.
me?
Won once in 07. I think that's the Seahawks. No, I can't. Casey, go ahead. I'm listening.
Ronbo, I think the Niners should start Brunskill next week. Can you hear
I
me?
like that idea. I do. Burford's got his spot back. Brunskill's only going to get in with one of those miracle blocks.
I'm talking at quarterback, Ronbo. Just start Brunskill. Anyone can run this offense. Keep Purdy healthy for the NFC Championship, and
I love it. If one more person says that, I say, do you understand the game of football, at least as a kindergarten level? Well, yeah, where do you guys get that from? Anybody can run this offense? That's not true. Because we've already had 3 out of 5 quarterbacks that could not really run this offense. So, well, go ahead. What do you think, Case?
Someone was talking about how the Seahawks offense had a good day and everything. I said Bosa wasn't even playing in the fourth.
I know, right? They got those final.
They beat him by 18.
18, 19, 20. How much did the Seahawks score, Casey?
They beat him by 18, Ronbo. The Seahawks scored 23 points.
With Josh Johnson finishing up the game. How embarrassing is that?
Yeah.
We put the second-string quarterback in, or the backup in, to finish the game. Anytime you do that in a playoff game, that's the height of humiliation.
And Ronbo, I'd like to think that on Monday night, Martin Luther King was smiling watching Tom Brady's career crumble to pieces. Somewhere.
You never know, Casey.
Somewhere Martin Luther King.
Martin might be a Tommy fan too.
and somewhere George Floyd was smiling down at just everybody, man.
Martin Luther King only likes King only likes the Crimson Tide. Back in the day when I watched Selma, Alabama, when I lived in Selma, the only thing that was going on was the Crimson Tide. I prayed for them on a daily basis, and they still went out there and hurt my feelings. Bama, Bama, where have you been the last 2 years? It's all about Georgia.
Ronbo, but I'm not here to talk about Alabama. I'm here to talk about the 49ers. So
you started. You can't like my foolishness views.
I know. My bad, Ronbo. Yeah, man, I'm stoked, man. I'm glad the Niners get another chance to send Dallas packing.
Because just watching Dak stand in the middle of the field, because that's what they always do. They seem to look confused after they lose. I want to see Dak standing on the sideline after everybody's left the field. Him and a couple other Cowboys wondering what the hell happened.
And I really hope that
turn the lights out.
Niners get a chance to. I hope the Giants beat the Eagles and the Niners get a
everybody's
rematch.
praying for that. If for no other reason than to watch the Eagles go all that way to lose to the Giants in the finale. Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, Rob, the Eagles are probably going to blow out the Giants, but
yeah, I know.
Should the Giants get past the Eagles? Even with Daniel Jones, I don't care. I just want to know that the Niners got some redemption from
all those
12 years ago, or whatever it was.
When they got by that stupid muffed up play, then they should have, and they went and won a Super Bowl with these. Oh, okay.
Was that really 12 years ago, Ronbo? Oh my God.
Right, 2013.
Man.
Sad. We've had so many of these moments with that situation.
Yeah, they've been to 5 NFC championships in the last 12 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
While Rudy's always running out talking about the Rams are the most successful team out of the NFC West in the Super Bowl era. Oh, Rudy, what do you call success? One of those trophies is in St. Louis, okay? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, and you know what, Ronbo? I really feel what Ellis was talking about tonight. I feel like the Niners really, not like low key, but like maybe like not as much as like the Vikings or the Saints over the last few years, but they've really gotten screwed by the refs, man.
Mm-hmm. And now we got the perfect guy to do it again. We got to beat Vinovich this time.
Yeah.
Got to beat him.
I know, man.
Bill Vinovich.
I think they had a game where he called. I think they had a game where he called
pretty fairly this year, if I remember right.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. Have we had a game with Vin? I kind of do remember him being in the game. Who did we play?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
It was the Rams.
You know, Case.
Am I right?
You probably are. With the Rams, the officials can't stop the 49ers from killing the Rams. The Rams have to be pulled off of the Rams. 49ers have to be pulled off of the Rams every time we play them. They start beating the Rams, and he just beat them to death. All right. Game's been called. Mercy rule. That doesn't even exist in the NFL. It is tonight. Why? The Rams aren't coming out of the locker room.
You want to hear something funny about that Tampa Bay game too?
What?
I had the Bucks in the over in that game, right? And then and it was the Cowboys in the under, and the line was at 45.5. So if one of those extra points had gone through, the over would have hit.
See, that's that kicker. Casey, if I were you, I'd be looking for his ass. That's just awful. He made you lose because he can't kick the ball. He gets paid mad money every year, and she's got one job. That's it. He's got one job.
I saw this meme. It was a Jerry Jones tweet that said, like, if you can kick and are currently in the field, come on down. We have a jersey for you.
Who was that guy that finally came down and kicked the ball? Nobody keeps reserve kickers. I was kind of unless he was a punter. Maybe that's who he was.
Oh, I don't know.
He was probably the punter. I forgot about that. Because we've asked Mitch Wisnowski to come out and kick every now and then. Because of your favorite guy, Robbie Gould, would like pull a muscle in his kneecaps or something, So, yeah.
It was crazy. I saw Andy Lee on the field a few weeks ago. I forget what game I was watching, but I was like,
I remember that.
Man, Andy Lee, man.
Yeah, he's still in the league. I forgot about him, too.
He has more games than Frank Gore at this point.
I know. And Andy Lee, and then we got the next guy that was the worst. God, he muffed a punt. He shanked at least one punt every week, at least once.
Hey, you know who my dad really used to like was Jose Cortez, the kicker.
Jose.
Oh man.
Casey, we ran out of time. I'm getting productions knocking on the door over here. Case, we'll look for you Friday. Bring that score. Be prepared to explain, as we love to do. In case, always appreciate you. Have a great night. You're gonna win the bet this week.
I sure hope so, Ronbo. I've got a maximum 4-teamer that I can make. It's only 4 games, so
You got it, Case. You'll win it.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo. Shout out Brunskill. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Thank you for production, and everyone drive safe. I'll see you in the next chapter.
Looking forward to it, Case. Night, fam. And Hayden, get on in there, Hayden. Boom, 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 boom.
Ronbo.
Hayden, we're having such a good time here tonight. Did you bring anything to the party? I mean, any, hors d'oeuvres or anything like that? Yeah.
You know what I brought to the party, hopefully? Is we beat them Cowgirls Sunday night, Ronbo.
And serve the big Texas-style steaks. Yeah. There's something good in Texas.
And you know one thing, Ronbo? If we beat when we beat the Cowgirls Sunday night, you better hope Texas boy don't show up that day, because I'm gonna be.
The bad thing about it, I wish we could lock him up in here so he can't get away, because Texas boy likes to come in, throw digs, and leave, because he knows that things are gonna go south at some point. So Texas boy likes to get his shots in and leave. I wish there's a way to lock people in so they can't escape.
And one thing I feel like the league needs to know is that this isn't normal, Ronbo, for a random kid, the last pick in the draft, Mr. Relevant, just to come in and throw 4 touchdowns every week. That's not normal.
Look, I'm sorry,
I don't think people understand. That's not. For the past 6-7 weeks, he's thrown 16 touchdowns. Ronbo, that's not normal.
Brock Purdy.
Purdy.
I know, right? It can be if you run Kyle Shanahan's offense well, and you got the weaponry he has now. Teams are just rendered helpless. McCaffrey, they had enough trouble with Debo, George, and Ayuk. McCaffrey now has changed that whole complexion I mean, we
I
are
know,
just.
but
It's going to get worse.
the whole year. Everyone was like, "Oh, Debo's washed." Oh God, Debo's washed.
Well, he was hurt. Debo, how many times
I
did Debo
know.
get hurt last year? Twice? And I think he missed some time on each time. So, But if Debo stays on the field, along with his sidekick, McCaffrey,
And the thing that
between the
confuses
two of those
me is
guys,
Ronbo, a couple days
270
ago,
yards? Oh, my God.
the thing that confuses me is like Brady didn't even look like he wanted to play.
That's what I thought. God, they were awful. Oh.
It just kind of looks like he's like, okay, because he already said he's not retiring, so he's going to go somewhere. I'm really curious this offseason where Mr. Brady goes.
Jets.
Really curious.
Because I really think Tua's going to be told he can't play anymore.
Oh, Tua? Yeah, he should retire. Tua should retire.
The Jets? The Jets, because what's his name's done, they're going to get rid of Zach. Poor Zach. He really tore his butt. He's done.
I'm just very curious if the Niners either lose in Super Bowl or win Super Bowl. If Brady's like, hey, one more year and I want to go to my home team, what John Lynch would say this time. I'm just really curious.
He already said 3 weeks ago the 49ers were not on his list of places to go. So he's not coming there.
I know. I'm just
fans are going to start yelling for Brady, though. Bring Brady in with these weapons. Look, man, you know what? Brady and Kyle will get along 5 seconds.
I know. And like, if Brady doesn't like, they'll call a play and Brady won't like it, and then he'll do it anyways, and then
he'll go do something else.
Brady's gonna look at the sidelines and then just
do whatever he wants.
God, that would not be.
Hayden, he deserves that though. He is actually warranted in doing that, but I don't think Kyle's ego would allow it. I really don't.
Oh no. I cannot believe how effective now. There's another interview that I saw where he really wanted Mac Jones, Kyle Shanahan.
No, I know. It's been made public. So, and Brady put the ball up 60. How many times this game? Monday? Or 60-something times. Kyle likes to run the ball. We're not a passing team to that extent.
Yeah, they it's kind of weird though. The Bucks set them up for failure. It's like you give a 47-year-old Tom Brady no run game. Come on, dude.
That makes no sense.
I mean, really?
God.
Really, dude.
Even at your young age, you know that you're not supposed to put a quarterback out there and make him throw the ball near 70 times with no run game.
Well, no,
of course he's going to get creamed.
The only game, it's kind of funny, the only game that they had a run game, guess when it was? In the Super Bowl. The Bucks had a good run game that game, and guess what? They blew out the Chiefs by 30-plus points.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention the refs called the Chiefs for all their little infractions like they didn't the year before.
And you know what? I was glad they would call a flag that shouldn't even have been a thing. I was like, yeah, call all of it. I don't care.
I had no sympathy either. Throw another one. And that's flag number 27 for your attitude. What? 15 yards.
The D lineman tapped Brady on the shoulder. Oh, I love it's an honor play for you. 30-yard penalty.
I forgot about that one. And a warning, you'll be thrown out of the game if you do it again. I wish he would have done it. I forgot about that outrageous call. I did love it, though. Like you said, could give a rat's butt about the Chiefs. They got away with full murder the year before, and this year, they're not getting away with the littlest things. Not anything.
And this year, Ronbo, Brock Purdy is going to go to where's the Super Bowl this year?
Arizona.
Arizona?
Where he's from.
He's going to step onto that field, and he's going to stick it to the Chiefs because you know what? Let's be honest, Ronbo. No one's going to do the Chiefs. The Bills always lose. It's funny. Bills always beat them in the regular season, but when it comes to playoff time, Josh Allen folds. So, he almost did against the Dolphins.
And Hayden, you know who the Chiefs have to worry about playing before they get to the final? They have to worry about the Bengals because for some reason the Bengals actually own Kansas City. That's really strange. They can't beat the Bengals. Can't do it.
You know what? You know what? That changed my prediction. I actually totally forgot about the Bengals.
If it comes down between the Bengals and the Chiefs,
it's not going to be the Cowboys. It's not going to be the Bills. It's not going to be the Jaguars. Let's be
you think it's going to be the Bengals?
Cool story. Cute story.
Real quick, because
it's going to be the Bengals versus Niners, Ronbo. That's what, third week?
Like it should have been last year.
I know. We would have beat them easily in the Super Bowl because we already beat them.
You know what, though? With Jimmy being hurt and also Trent Williams being hurt, I'm not sure, but it would have been if the Rams could get away with just a good defense. I think we could have.
I feel like you forgot when we beat them in the regular season, our whole right side was injured.
Yeah. Well, maybe T. Higgins and what's his name were doing a number, and Ambry Thomas was playing good football at that time too, though. Remember? Maybe though.
Yep. He got cooked against Jamar Chase. Cooked.
No, that's amazing. Because Ambry's got speed, too. Hayden, look for you Friday and bring your score and explain as we continue to yuck in front of all those people like the Raider fans, the Rams fans, the Hawks fans. Everybody sees Tommy Testosterone alert me.
Ronbo, the TNT players' final message is watch out, Texas boy. I'm out, Ronbo.
Oh, Texas boy, it's another joke. Hayden, have a good night. Oh, I love being in this position. Oh, trash talking week. Relish these moments, fam. They're fleeting. Thanks for the contributions, guys, so much. Thank you so much. And please subscribe. If you didn't know, we have fun like this all the time. Well, we're winning. We do it even when we're not winning sometimes. And hit that like, and I can't wait to see you Friday. Meanwhile, have a great night. And enjoy this week as we're getting ready to talk about the NFCCG. Yeah! Niners! I love doing that.